entourage that's always with her. One female individual is heavily armored, head to toe. Looks, it's like a brilliant blue-colored kind of metal that you really haven't quite seen before. And the other one appears to be more like a mage. But this is the room where everything transpired that we were talking about before. And from there, you guys are escorted to your private quarters, where you will remain until the trial tomorrow morning. Oh, it's much further away than I thought it was.
That's a trial. At least it's not us.
Yeah. I'm trying to save them though, I guess.
Right?
I don't know what to do.
I have a cantrip, but I don't know if it'll work. But I guess the worst that could happen is it won't work. So.
Well, I think the worst that can happen is we die too.
So, this is the quarters that you guys are sequestered to. When you first come in, you see a big table with seating for 8. There is there's a chandelier in this room that hangs from a 30-foot high ceiling. There's a winch that controls the height of the chandelier. As you guys are entered in, one of the first things, the 2 little servant boys that were with you in the parlor room, they're with you the entire escort on the way here. First thing they do when they enter the room is lower the chandelier and light a few candles for you. Rise it up so there is light in this room, and then they go through and start lighting candles in the other rooms as well. For your guys' comfort. Beneath the chandelier is an elongated oval dining table with a slate top, that makes more sense, and spider-like iron legs. 8 cushioned chairs on 8 cushioned iron chairs. All around it, there's a large fresco of an elven city that covers the south wall. You're half elven, so give me a history check with advantage. And you can give me a history check as well. Nymeria. I told the wife not to do laundry, but I understand.
How dare you?
I do like clean laundry, so I can't complain too much.
Do you want a history check?
A history check with advantage for you for being half elven.
Okay, so.
I probably don't get advantage on this one, right?
Correct.
So, how does advantage work? I have to roll 2 times?
You roll twice and take the higher. Correct.
Okay. That makes sense.
I got 10.
Looks like an elven city on the wall.
So, 18 plus 4 is
22.
22.
Very nice, yeah. Being half elven, you recognize the subtle differences in some of the elven people depicted in the fresco.
Yeah.
Some are drow and some are like high elves and forest elves. So this must be like one of the ancient elven cities before the drow were driven underground. Long before, the drow lived alongside their elven cousins. Before they were driven underground into Loth's evil embrace. The fresco seems to depict one of these ancient cities. Like, you don't know enough to have a name, but there's that.
A fresco?
A fresco, yeah, it's like carved into the wall in the entire image, yeah. Then there's the 2 cabinets to the north there. As you guys continue walking, you'll see that there is indeed another room attached as well.
Can we look inside of the cabinets?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, why not?
What's inside?
What's in there?
Oh, we're getting pretty pampered. It's
Right,
little,
right.
right?
I didn't think about it, but I'm like,
I
what?
feel like an
What's in
open
there?
bar or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There are a few bottles of elven wine, glasses. There's also a box, like an ornate china box, and so you pop that open. It has silver flatware inside of it.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's also a silver snuff box, which I forget what a snuff box is. Yeah, maybe.
I guess.
I know what a snuffer is, like
Yeah.
candles,
Right.
but...
I was thinking a snuff box. It's like they used to call snuff like smoking tobacco.
Right.
So
Okay.
either way, it's a little ornate silver box with snuff stuff inside of it.
Snuff stuff.
Can I put that in a pocket?
The little servant boys are like watching you.
Oh,
but
yeah.
if you want to make a sleight of hand check, or
Oh, wait.
I'll steal it later.
So, Because they're...
I don't think they're going to stay in the room with us for
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah. We get to say we get privacy, right?
Exactly.
And
God damn it.
stuff, and-
Now get out of here, boys.
You continue into a large sitting room where one of the boys has started to stoke a fire for you guys in a large fireplace, massive fireplace dominating the east wall. And yeah, there's 6 stuffed chairs and a chaise lounge surrounded by the fireplace. And Madame Nymeria, Madame Wolzira to this direction, and they point north here to the. I remember how to do that. Yeah, that way. Our sleeping arrangements. You'll find a bed along with a chest, I think, and a wardrobe in there for you. And there's a study in the other direction. Just a library sort of down here. And they just sort of take their places like against the wall right here and just sort of stay out of the way. And you guys are free to do whatever you want.
Oh.
And we'll take this down here so you can see that there's a small little library over here.
Okay.
There appears to be a couple of elegant zirkwood desk in the middle of the room with a thin matching chair. There's carved into the west, south, and east walls are rows of bookshelves. They're rather empty, unfortunately. There only seems to be 5 books at the moment.
Can I check them out?
Sure. You walk up and glance at them. There's one called Matrons of the Sunless Depths, The Poison Chalice, Demonic Infestations.
I don't know if I'm interested in any of these subjects.
Mm-hmm.
But can we try to like touch them? Maybe it's a magic bookshelf. Maybe I can pull it open or something.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
You rearrange them and pull them out. Yeah, nothing seems to open up a door or anything, but they are indeed all books. You open the first one you'll grab, I'll say, is it's probably the thickest one, Matrons of the Sunless Depths. You pop it open the top cover. It's written in Elvish, which I assume you read being half Elven.
Yeah.
Is that one of your languages? Yeah. It's actually written by Von Welv Evrendar, the queen here.
Alright.
And it's sort of a history of all the past of House of Rendar, as well as the importance of the Drow matriarchy. It's sort of what you guys already know, that women are in charge, they are superior to the menfolk, they are capable of making rash decisions while menfolk are always fevered and think with 2 heads rather than one. Lots of stuff like that written in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so pull out another one, The Poison Chalice. This one's a fictional tale. It's like a romance novel sort of thing. It doesn't seem to actually, it's written in Elvish, but no author. And then the other one, Demonic Infestations, seems to be like horror stories about demonic possessions.
Alright. That's cute, I guess.
Like real stories or like real stories?
You guys take the time to read them, yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, sure.
If you want
Sure. Why not?
And then to the north, this is the only door in this room that heads up that way. Maybe put the mouse where it's supposed to be. Come on, mouse, where are you, friend? There it is. Woo, there's your guys' bedroom. You'll notice there's a fairly large bed, a couch, a love seat of sorts, zirkwood bed draped in spider silk canopies, a tall rectangular mirror mounted to the east wall. In a small sitting area, a little table. You see that there are fresh, well, they would be dried fruits and nuts on a small platter there waiting for you. With your guys' passive perception, I would say the bottom of the mirror, you notice there are letters carved into the frame of the mirror.
Oh, really?
It's the letters T-U-O-Y-A-W, written in common.
Wow. Alright. I feel like I
Do you have a
should
notebook?
write that down
Yeah.
somewhere. T-O what?
T-U-O-Y-A-W.
Oh, T-U-O. Y-A. W.
T-U-Y, oh, sorry, T-U-O-Y-A-W.
Okay. That's,
Is this T-U-O-Y-A-W?
yeah.
Is that
Is that a
a
language?
certain language? Yeah.
It's written in common.
It's written in common. That's common.
Yeah.
How common is that word?
I
feel like I've never heard
backwards
it
it says way out.
Huh?
If backwards, it's way out.
Oh, it's a mirror.
Are you pointing at the mirror when you say that? Like, hey, look, it says way out backwards.
Yeah.
Does that mean
Yeah.
you can go?
As you
Look at that.
as you stand in front of the mirror and point it out to Wolzira and say, hey, look, it's way out written backwards. The mirror begins to shimmer and becomes one of Hallister's gates. You guys recognize the purplish energy that leads to somewhere else.
Where is this somewhere else? Oh, alright.
You do not know. Unfortunately, Kavak has a special magic item that will at least tell you what floor of Undermountain you're on, but you guys do not have that rock with you, so I cannot tell you.
Yay.
Well, actually, it's kind of scary to like jump through and then jump back, you know.
Right? And we don't have anything on us.
Correct. All of your possessions have been taken.
Right.
In that other parlor room, there was that bigger table in the war room next to the parlor room. Your guys' stuff was laid out on the table.
Right, because they wouldn't allow us to have that.
Yeah.
They told you it'll be returned to you when you leave their stronghold.
Okay.
They don't mind you guys walking around. There's like, as you guys were led to this area, there was guard after guard. Most of them male, and while they may not necessarily bow and like, they don't want to tip their head to you guys because you're still strangers, but they would probably kneel somewhat to show respect to you guys being females.
Okay. But we're also
Strangers.
captives.
Stranger dangers.
Right, so they're not going to bow fully, but they do show you
Like, we don't
respect.
trust you, but okay.
Only because we have to.
Yeah. That's our job.
Alright, well, I said for now, I guess we keep that in mind that that's a way
That
out,
that's
I suppose. I don't know
But
how.
then I'm like, I almost want to go through. But I don't.
But you're almost naked, right?
I'm pretty
Well, I'm sure you should know around and do that stuff on, but
yeah, but
I worry about getting stuck on the other side and not being able to come back for something.
that's true. And I'd be stuck there.
I'm super tempted to go through too, though.
Yeah. Damn it. Alright. I guess we'll have to wait.
After you guys think about it, a minute or so passes and the shimmering
Figures out.
fades out.
I guess we know what to do, just point.
Yeah. Just point at it and be like, yeah, that's the way out.
And it activates again because you were pointing at it and said way out.
Well, it worked twice. Hopefully, it's just gonna keep working.
Yeah.
Nothing special to it.
That's crazy. Alright. Well, now that we know.
So, alright, and these kids are gonna, these boys are just gonna stick around.
Men.
I mean, yeah, they don't go into your room at all. They
They're just
seem
standing
to
there. Alright.
quiet and like they're used to being seen, not heard, and they will quietly find a corner. And if you want to tell them to do something, you can try. You know, I'm not sure if they're going to do it or not, depending on what you tell them, but
Yeah. I don't know what to mean. Because I still have to, I mean, I'm gonna see.
their names were Taz and Seth, we'll say. I forget what the other one's name was, but
Alright. Tomorrow's the trial, right?
Yeah.
So, I wonder where the trial's gonna be at.
Maybe somewhere in here.
did you guys want a glass of wine earlier? Because if you would have reached for it, they'd be like, oh, allow me, ma'am. They'll pour you a glass of wine, and as you converse, if your glass gets half empty, you know, they'll walk up and refresh it for you.
I mean, I'll do a glass of wine. I'm already drinking. Might as well, you know.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you can tell they're making an effort to make sure that you guys are comfortable.
Yeah.
That's what's so good about the candy, because
Yeah.
who
Why
knows what's gonna
not?
happen tomorrow.
Exactly. I don't know what's happening tomorrow.
Sure, yeah, I would talk about it. I wonder if the trial will be where we were at. I don't know. Just trying to.
I don't know either.
I'm trying to like think. It's hard to figure it out, obviously, but the trial's gonna be tomorrow. I don't even, obviously we don't know what's gonna happen. I'm trying to think how would we get back here to even use the gate to even, and if we even can get everybody to come with us, or
That's gonna be the hard part.
without our gear. I mean, so she did say, I believe tomorrow at some point, or eventually she would lead us out to the front lines, and that's when we get our gear and all that back.
Yeah.
She wanted your guys' help on the front lines.
Right.
If you could help turn the tides of battle in their favor, it would be appreciated. But if not, then that's where you're going to be left and dropped off. Either way, it seems like you're kind of forced to be going to the front lines,
Yeah.
whether or not you choose to
Right.
fight in it or do whatever. I mean, that's a choice you guys will make later, but
Yeah.
after the trial, yeah, we'll see what happens.
So, I don't know, but I feel like I should.
You wanted to try to cast your cantrip, right? You
Yeah.
found a little piece of copper wire,
Yeah.
and you'll go around the room, and it's a 25-word message,
Okay.
right? Isn't that the what? It's not sending; it's message.
Yes, it's message.
Yeah, sending is a 3rd level spell. Yeah, message is a cantrip, and it's 120 feet distance.
It is 120 feet, yep.
Okay, which direction do you want to go first? Because
What's the difference between the sending and a message?
sending spell, as long as
How is he gonna
sending
receive
can
it?
go anywhere. They can be on
Oh,
a different
I see.
plane of existence, I believe, with sending,
Okay.
and you could still send them a message.
That's
So
crazy.
message is just,
You got to be 120 feet away.
it's gotta be, it's short.
You think of it like one being a satellite phone and the other one being a walkie-talkie.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I need to warn them somehow. I'm not sure how to word it.
I mean, it's a cantrip, and they can respond, right? It says
Yeah,
in
they
the,
can whisper in a message back.
so just try to make contact first, because you can sit there and have messages back and forth.
Oh.
But don't think too hard on what the message is going to be if you can't even locate them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Well, I guess I could start out with if I can.
yeah, you do have to know the target that you're going for, so you have to pick one of them specifically. Probably not Vakis, since he's already dead.
Let's see if
Right.
that's dead, right? He's out.
It's gonna have
Is he dead or?
Dead.
He's hella dead.
And it was sort of your fault.
It's really my fault.
Because yeah, the guy was holding Vakis and was like, "Put down your weapons, or we're going to slit this guy's throat." And
I was actually
you were
trying
like,
to stay back.
"Shatter!"
I
And
was
you
actually-
killed 4 of them, so
I was actually trying to
there
stay
went his throat.
back, and they all kept
Wow.
advancing, and I was like, so I guess we're going to battle then, because we keep advancing towards these people, and they all have weapons. So I guess we are?
Choices were made. Yeah, it happens.
No, but,
Maybe
yeah,
it's just a game. Our friends do.
let me do it. You know what, since I'm going to do Elric just because he's one of them involved,
Okay.
technically.
And which direction do you want to try, and from where? And
From
Is-
there.
it's got to be 120 feet away. You've got, a lot of corners you could try.
Oh. Well, shit, I don't know where he is exactly.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So-
I mean, if we're in there, I don't know.
If we're already in there, I want to try in there first because it's more private because the dudes are out here.
Yep.
Not that they can really hear me, but I still
And
don't
it-
really want them
Correct.
to hear me.
You whisper a silent message. It's sort of
Yeah.
weird that it's written that way, but I think it's written that way because your lips are still moving.
Yeah.
So like if somebody could read lips, then they could probably know what your message was.
Yeah.
But
Imagine
a
at
silent
that point,
whisper.
You could be facing the corner to.
Yeah. And so in that direction is where you're gonna send it?
Yeah. that
Okay.
direction.
Hey, Elric, can you hear me? You can respond to this message.
Ding, ding, ding. Can you hear me?
No response.
Fuck. I guess I almost want to go to the other corner, but I don't know if that's gonna help. Would that hit the other corner? Or
And sort of go diagonally. I mean, it depends on which direction you're trying to send it.
Technically, I mean, if you started over here and that's a 10, 15 foot difference at 120 feet.
that's
I mean,
true. Everything's small.
Right? Here.
He could be 130 feet
Yeah.
from there, but not there.
It's
Okay.
slightly better, yeah.
Okay, well then I'll try this corner and go out to the
In that direction, yeah. Same message. Hey, Elric, it's Wolzira. Can you hear me? You can reply to this message. And no,
God damn it.
unfortunately. I'll save you the time. Nowhere from that room.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Then maybe we should go into this bigger room, that bigger room, with all the tables and the chairs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Those look like little penises, by the way. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't know if that was on purpose, but that's what I saw.
I did not make the map art. Midgardia.
I'll try from that corner out.
Oh, dang it. I just wanted to show you guys that room when you,
Oh,
from
there's
whence
more
you
rooms.
came. There was
Those are all the guards.
yeah, you came from that room, and those are all guards that are guarding the door.
Guarding.
Or
Okay.
guards.
Well, let's try this corner right here and go out that way and see what
Yeah,
happens.
let me just keep doing this to kind of
Yeah.
show you guys
Show me.
how far you guys really came to get here. I don't know if you can still see that on your map.
A little bit.
Stuff. over there.
Yeah, just giving you an idea. Like this was like a training room almost. You saw like some people sparring in the middle. There's a bunch of spiders along the wall, and they were giving a demonstration. Of course, as you guys entered the room, all the men took a knee. The one who was actually doing the training was a female. She sort of, not that she's wearing a hat, but tipped her blade to her head and recognized that you guys have
respect women.
Yeah, exactly. And further still, and further still. Yeah. You guys traveled quite a ways to get here. It's not like they hooded you and did it blind. You were escorted.
Yeah, this is quite a ways.
So you tried all the different northern directions that you could.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not successful.
Okay, well, should we just keep going that way?
Yeah, you want to just like kind of, what do you mean, like go here? And...
Well, we could try that corner too. And just see if that corner will work.
Sure. It does not.
Damn it. Okay, we'll have to go further that. I don't know what direction that technically is.
You want to go like through the doors and leave the room?
If we can, just to try to see if I can like reach him.
As you go to unlock the door and push it open, it does not move.
Okay. Can I try this room?
Sure can.
Okay, well I'm gonna try that room. I'm gonna try
And unfortunately, nothing from that room either.
Oh, that sucks.
Is it gonna work at all?
Didn't seem like it. You guys tried the main corners of your room. You could like try knocking on the door and ask the guards outside politely if they'll open it and let you out, but you sort of get the feeling that
I'm stuck in here.
You're right, yeah. Like you guys are free and being well taken care of, but at the same time you're still prisoners, kinda.
Yeah.
They're just trying to keep us happy to keep us quiet. Partly, I'm sure. Well, and we're women, so yeah, bonus.
But why would that? I don't know. Why would that mirror be here, where they all are? You know what I'm saying? That's
why would they
weird.
lead us to that?
Exactly.
Maybe they think that we're not. Well, we're women, so we're smart enough, right? But
I would think.
At the same time, yeah. Why would they lead us here, where
To
we
that.
we have the capability to leave? Even though we don't have any of our gear and stuff, I mean, we could just disappear.
We could just leave, but could we come back?
It's very tempting. Part of me wants to say, "Fuck it, let's just do it." Let's go get it.
Fuck.
But then we'd be really leaving all of them behind. And...
Exactly.
I will say most of the doors you guys have come across, or the gates, the Halaster gates, it's usually the same trigger on each side. Like,
so you would just say
it's gonna look the same on the other side to come back.
Okay.
Generally speaking, I mean, there's been one or two instances where it wasn't exactly the same, but it was pretty close. Like maybe there's a different riddle on the other side, but
yeah, I mean, there's been ones that we've had to put a crystal in it worth 100 gold. Or
sometimes it's
something
consumable, right? But to go both ways, it was 100 gold both ways.
This is just a word to say to get out.
It's
maybe
probably the same on the other side, yeah. And you also remember that there's rooms that happen when you pass through them. Remember, there's always a big explosion and something either good or bad happens.
Yeah.
So the first person to go through a gate
could get hurt,
or
Very
get
possible.
something good. The likelihood is, but I mean, what would I wouldn't like lose. Well, I guess that would depend on if I go through the gate. I don't lose everything because I don't have anything.
That is one of the penalties you guys have seen, is all your gold will disappear. I'm pretty sure that's happened to Nymeria once.
Yes.
Well,
You've also seen like massive fireballs explode when people go through it. You've also seen people gain benefits. So.
Do you want to go together? Let's hold hands and jump through.
we'll do it. You know what? Yeah, that makes me feel better.
All right.
We both do it.
Okay. If you're gonna hold hands and jump, I still need one of you. So give me dexterity checks for both of you, and that person will get to choose whether they hold behind and make the other person go, or if they actually want to go first.
Where the heck is dexterity at?
It's just your
That thing?
Yep.
Okay, got it. I know kind of what I'm doing. A 13.
I think the thief's gonna get you.
I I got a 14.
A 14, just barely though. So I'll leave it up to you. Do you want to jump slightly ahead of Walls, or do you want to sort of hold back just enough so that you guys jump at the same time, but really?
I'm gonna hold back. And
Okay,
jump at
so
the same time.
that's fair enough.
I've
'cause
been through a portal thing, and
you're like, hold my hand. We got this on 3.
times, and
1, 2, 3.
I'm just a
And then you
little
jump, right?
scared, that's all, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Walls, I need you to roll any dice you'd like and call odd or even before you roll it, and see if you were correct or wrong.
Even. It's a 4.
Awesome. Now pick one of these,
Oh, those are so frightening.
and you get to read the boon effect. The boon's the good one.
Yeah.
What does it do?
The target recovers its expended spell slots of 6th level and lower. If the target has no spell slots to recover, a magical shield surrounds the target for 1 hour instead. This shield grants the target resistance to all damage and can't be dispelled, though contact with an anti-magic field destroys it.
Cool. So what was the bonus of the shield again? Sorry.
It was...
Resistance to all magic?
It grants the target resistance to all damage and can't be dispelled.
Nice. So you have resistance to all damage. For the next 24 hours? Or how long does it last?
It's an hour.
An hour. Okay. So you got an hour to go explore with this cool shield on.
Alright.
Shield. Awesome.
And you guys
Yeah.
appear. Let me find out where you are. Okay, so it's somewhere here. Sorry, I have to find 41. There it is. Oh, this is a good one.
Oh, you broke it.
You guys come out into a room that,
Whoa.
oh, are they gonna make me do the thing? Choo-choo-choo. Let me zoom in for you guys here. It's to the south. There is where the door or the window is. You can see it on the map.
Yeah.
Can we see, does it say anything on the bottom? Like,
Yeah, so you have a statue, and standing in the front of the mirror is an unfinished 8-foot tall statue of a merfolk blowing a conch shell. Its lower body is replaced by the misshapen block of chiseled granite, so it's like somebody's been carving this merfolk, but it's just the top half is done. Yeah. There are tridents. 4 tridents hang on the walls. I believe you can sort of see them. Yep, exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's
Okay.
it.
And you guys appear through the room. The shimmering shield appears around you with that symbol, whatever's drawn on the card.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of manifests in the air. And, yeah.
It's sparkly. Okay, so there's a merfolk, and then there's some tridents, and then another
Mertown.
door.
I'm curious about what the mirror says, though. To
True.
get back
What does
through.
the mirror say?
You look at the bottom of the mirror, and the same letters are there.
Okay.
This is
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't know what level this is. Or
You
do
do
we?
not.
It doesn't say anywhere. Like, oh, look at you made it to level 10.
Unfortunately. You do know that
Exactly. Where's the map?
generally up to this point, if a mirror was to go deeper to a place you haven't been before, an unknown force stopped you and warned you and said, do not go this way. I will not allow you to pass.
That's
So odds are this went up and not down.
okay.
So we've
It,
to
the
this one
unseen
before,
force
but-
will not let you go into some place that is too dangerous for you.
Huh.
Spooky.
That's pretty nice.
But why here?
You want to check those through the door?
Do these tridents do
I
anything?
was like, can we inspect those?
Yeah, I want to inspect those. They look suspicious.
As you guys
Can I take one?
look at the bottom of the mirror and realize what it says, you turn back around. I need you guys to roll initiative.
We don't have any weapons. Oh, crap, I'm gonna die. Except for you.
Ew. Okay. I rolled a natural one.
I got 21. I know I have advantage, but I mean that works, right?
You have advantage because of your weapon that you don't have on you,
Oh,
so you do not have
so-
advantage at the moment.
I have fisticuffs. Or can we just jump through instead?
Like,
Can we jump back to safety?
You certainly can, because as you guys turn around, this merfolk statue in front of you reverts forms into this.
Statue does?
Yeah. It changes into a creature that has horrible, flailing limbs.
Ew. Okay.
It used to be pretty.
And you guys are down there,
Yeah, what happened to you?
and it get to a better size as well. Somewhere in that neighborhood.
Plot twist. You're ugly on the inside.
There we are. All right, so Nymeria, you're first to act. The gate is still open. It stays open for about a minute.
Hey, Wolzie, I have no gear and no weapons, so I said we jump back through.
No fancy shield like you have.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump through, okay?
Okay.
I'm going back to safety.
Okay. Okay. I'm not sure if I should do anything to this thing.
Not a problem. It rolled terribly on its initiative, so you actually get to act before it.
Cool. You know I'm gonna jump back through too, because I don't know what to do. I have a shield on, but that's all I got.
Which is great, but...
Yeah. And I have, well, I don't know, but I have spells and shit. I'm like, I don't want to battle this thing by myself.
Well, you can't cast spells because you don't have an instrument which is your focus.
That's true.
You have to have a spell focus in order to cast spells, so unless you have material components. So, probably a wise idea to retreat back to where you guys...
I'm gonna, like, bibbity bop back.
Bibbity bop.
Bibbity bop back into there. We don't need to be...
You don't want to be messing with that
Twist
thing.
here.
Hey, we checked it out though.
Yeah,
and we're safe.
we know
We got
what's
back
over there.
You got a cool little bonus for him.
There's an octopus.
Maybe since you got your shield, we can fuck with those guys in there.
Roll me history checks, both of you guys.
History checks. That's not the right button.
Ah, crap. I don't get advantage. Dang it.
There it
I got
goes.
a 7.
A 7?
I got a
Yeah,
total
quit
of
bonus one for
6.
history because it sucks.
Yeah, unfortunately,
We don't remember.
nothing
history.
seemed familiar about that place, yeah.
Damn.
It sure doesn't.
But you guys find yourself back into the safety of this area, and after another half minute or so, maybe a little longer, the mirror gate closes. And
You should put your shield with them, right?
Right? But it's just a sheet. So that's very... Can't be dispelled.
And with that, what do you guys want to do?
I don't know. Because in the morning, are we gonna go to that trial? Are we invited to the trial? I could send a message then if I see him.
She did say you guys would be fetched. They would come and talk to you guys again in the morning.
For some reason, I thought we were going to go to the trial, but maybe it was just an assumption.
You guys were told we would be there. Yeah.
We would be there. Oh,
Okay, shit. Then,
If you wanted to make any sort of defense for anybody, like you guys would have the option to speak. They're probably not going to be able to speak.
You're like, shut up, peasant! Whack! Fucking. I guess we can wait around till morning, because, I mean, I tried everything I fucking could.
Yeah, none of us know what to do. We don't have any weapons or anything.
So you guys are going to short rest? Or a long rest, excuse me? Turn in for the night?
Yeah.
I wish there was more to look at.
There really, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess, yeah.
All right.
I guess.
You guys can go ahead and hit the long rest button. I believe Wolzira, you already did last session.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah. So if you remember, this previous day was when Plan BT worked.
Yeah.
And I told you that night was not going to be a comfortable night.
No.
Yeah. So
Okay.
as Wolzira settles in to sleep for the night, you're woken after several hours with just terrible like menstruation cramps, and you wake up to see a bloody mess. And you're just like, oh my god! And quickly, your little servants come in because you gasp or make some sort of sound. Lady Wolzira, is everything okay? Oh, jeez. We'll fetch a cleric. One of them runs off pretty quickly, and the other one sort of panics, like, "Oh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do?" But he doesn't actually like say anything. You can see the look in his eyes. Do you want a washcloth? You know. But a cleric is summoned rather quickly. Oh, poor dear, what happened? Do you want to share the story? Or that's up to you.
I don't know if I want to share that kind of story, but I guess I could say I'm not really sure.
Oh. It appears you've miscarried, my dear. I don't know if you were expecting or not. This is terrible.
I wasn't expecting to be expecting.
Or
that's
something.
For sure.
Either way, they take the time to clean you up, cast a healing spell to make you feel better, and thanks to them, you do not end your long rest with exhaustion. You are able to get a decent night's sleep after about an hour or so of them casting a few spells on you, cleaning you up, and probably some herbal tea, some spiced wine, some warm mulled wine to help you go back to bed, and you manage to wake up and everything is hunky-dory.
Okay.
I'm not pregnant anymore.
Yay!
Yes, that was a success for last time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but this time, yay!
Right? I'm like, no, thank you.
The morning comes and your servant boys have a trays of hot breakfast for you guys. It's like a English muffin sort of thing, but it's actually a type of fungus. It's like a mushroom that has been dried and made into a bread and then toasted. It's actually quite good. There's no meat, unfortunately. It all seems to be vegetarian based. It's hard to farm meat underground.
Absolutely.
I get it.
And
Let's eat each other.
whenever you're ready, Madame Wolzira, Madame Nymeria, we will lead you to the throne room. The trial should commence shortly.
Okay. I guess we'll go there.
Wonderful.
To the trial room.
Yeah.
So, for the menfolk, morning comes. Let's get you all out there. Does it really matter? We'll see if it matters.
We'll find out.
Sure.
And that's it. No baggage. Put those back in here. So, while you guys mechanically get the benefits of a long rest, it is by far peaceful throughout the night.
Surprising.
They bang on the gel cell and various noise to
Well, that's not very peaceful.
not make it comfortable. So mechanically, you benefit from the long rest, but you wake up with exhaustion, with the exception of 42, because you're in a semi-conscious state the whole time, and banging on the gate never surprised you because you saw it coming. So you were never awoken from your deep sleep, and your REM cycle was never ruined
Good job.
in the way that it was for the other ones.
So we long rest.
You guys hit it at the end of last session. You didn't? Then
No.
you can now.
Do we put a level of exhaustion on?
Yes.
Yes.
And I believe it's disadvantage on ability checks for the first level.
Disadvantage on ability checks.
Just ability checks, yeah.
Exhausted.
Yeah. I don't know if I described it before earlier, but all the guards around this place, heavily armed, they all have this similar blue sort of armor on. Every now and then you'll see a giant lizard that has a saddle affixed to the back of it and plated armor specifically designed for that lizard with a drow rider.
I do think I remember you saying
Yeah.
that last time.
And I think I said Vakis was in the cell with you guys, but that wouldn't make no sense. They wouldn't keep his
Keep
body.
the dead
You
body.
said he was outside.
Yeah, so he's outside. At one point, when you guys wake up, you hear like bone crunching, and there's a lizard devouring the bottom half of Vakis.
Oh, that sounds about
Hey,
right.
that was his business anyway.
Finally, Vakis has got it.
Along with the troglodyte bodies, who happen to be there.
Red velvet. That's what it's called.
So, as morning comes,
Donut peanut butter.
a
It smells like custard.
guard of sorts comes. Sing-alongs, which is the name of the 5 half-elf musicians that are in the cell with you guys.
Sing-alongs?
Sing-alongs, that's their
Okay.
names, yes. Come this way. The queen has requested your presence. The gate is open, and the 5 of them are let out. You do hear a morning address over like just a general PA that seems to emanate from everywhere. Maybe an hour or so before these events takes place. Something along the lines of, "It is with a heavy heart that I must inform all of our stronghold that the rumors that Trissa and Melith's death is true. But we believe we have the captors, or those responsible for their demise, in our presence. And we shall have a hearing tomorrow morning to decide their fate. I guess it would have been the announcement before bed. So in the morning, the minstrels roll that out first, and then one at a time, they say, Elric, they'll deal with the big man first.
Yeah.
You,
Me.
come this way. Outside of your cell, you see that there's a cart that is flat on top, and it has a series of stockades. 4 of them on this cart that is more like a rickshaw because they don't have pack animals, so there's like 6 or 8 drow. And the number of guards that you guys see is easily tripled compared to what's actually there because everyone's gathered for this trial that's about to happen. You are led out at spear point
Nice. Spooky.
and told to climb up onto the wagon
Okay.
where another individual awaits to put you in the stockade.
Okay.
Are you going to resist at all?
I don't think I can.
I mean, you can, but
Oh, they can.
You could resist, but
They want to stab you. But if you take your place, then no problems.
No problems.
Kavak, you're next.
Eh,
Same.
I'll
Go willingly.
walk, but freedom!
Are you going to try to run? Or?
Braveheart style, like right as they're gonna chop my head off.
Oh, yeah, they're not there. They're just putting you in stockades, right? Oz, you're called out next.
Never take my freedom.
They get you up there to realize it's too tall for you.
Yeah.
But they do manage to get like your wrists in there, so as opposed to everybody else who is bent over in this awkward position with their head and hands stuck through it, you're just sort of up there with your hands stuck through it and nothing more. It's enough to where like your tiptoes are on, but it's certainly not comfortable. It's not meant to be comfortable. Yeah. You, Metalman, follow us.
You, metal man. Did you say metal?
Metalman.
yeah, he's
Yep.
metal.
And wood.
Fucking tin man.
Pretty much.
Was it the boss?
And you are escorted at spear point, but you are not commanded to get on the small wagon.
Good, because I have no idea who the fuck that person is.
I don't know who those people are either.
Who Trissa and Melith are?
I don't know who they are. I was not there.
You guys were there.
Where we?
The Drow sisters that you killed. That's how you got the magic bag of holding.
Oh, long time ago.
Out of the other sister.
Whoops.
There was another sister, but she retreated from that fight and met her sister on level 4, and then the 2 of them teamed up, and then you guys killed them. So, yes.
You were there.
Then I guess I was, yeah.
Yeah.
And no,
So-
as soon as he said that was where we got the bag, it was like, oh, okay, then 42 was there.
At this point, Wolzira, you can see them, and you still have that piece of copper in your pocket.
Okay.
Just think carefully about your 25 words.
Okay. I'll send a message to Elric
you.
Okay.
and
Can I keep your cat?
I'll just like, what am I gonna say? Hey, so it was her sisters that they killed, or her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, she named off like 5 names. Yeah, there was Trissa, Melith, there was a Polonia,
Jesus.
a Ragcracker. They're drow names, man. They're terrible. And then there was another one that I'm forgetting off the top of my head. Silcrest.
So I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, 3 daughters, a nephew, and a niece.
Well, Elric,
That's me.
I'm whispering to you, okay?
Sweet nothing.
I'm whispering to you. So, you guys killed
You guys
her
killed
family
her
members?
family members.
Allegedly.
You can't respond yet. She's sending you a message.
In my head. Allegedly.
They're going to kill
They're
you.
going to kill you. 11 words.
Yep, that's it.
Yep, yeah, that's it.
You can respond if you want.
You
but-
can respond to the event. That's under 25.
Yeah.
You hear this message in your head, Elric.
You already do everything you said.
Well, as a player, we did. As a
Sweet.
Well, I mean, they announced it kind of over the speakerphone and didn't go to the
Hey,
stockade.
it's not a trial, and you're gonna die.
It is a trial. They just want to call. They just want to say guilty.
Exactly. Like, They're not gonna have any
They're all
evidence.
individual,
It is what it is. She wants to kill you. That's what's going on.
So the card is slowly
I
paraded.
wanted to warn you sooner, but it was
Like I said, there's easily 3 to 4 times as many drow as you actually see on the map. They take turns throwing cabbage and rotten fruit at you guys. Typical what you would expect. And you are brought to the Spider Throne, where we see Von Welv of Rindar, flanked by her normal companions, a highly armored female drow that looks like a pretty badass, and another one that is some sort of mage. She, of course, is sitting in her throne.
Okay, that.
And she stands as you guys approach in front. All right, everyone's sort of booing at you guys. Boo! She puts her hands up in silence, and shh. Immediately, the silence falls. Well,
You start peeing on the stuff, eh?
members of House of Rendar, we have here an adventuring group from above that is responsible for the deaths of at least Trissa and Melith. For upon their personage, and they pull up a set of onyx bracelets with spider webs engraving. You need to delete that from your inventory, if it matters. We'll see. You did, yeah. That was on you. And from Melith, a spider silk cloak that you had on you. And it's pointed out, this was found on this half-orc. Boo! And this goblin. Boo! And furthermore, we have an eyewitness that can implicate this half-elf in the treachery. Martha Moonstar, please come forward. And out of the crowd, an individual you can tell right away is not a drow, but is sort of trying to look like one. She has red hair and normally a fairly normal complexion of skin, but she has used ash or something to make it look white. And she removes her hood. It is true. I was there on the nights when these monsters decided to attack Trissa and our temple dedicated to love. This one in particular, pointing to you, Elric, accosted me in a cell, claiming to be there to rescue me, only to leave me locked in a cell. Boo!
Wow.
And can you positively identify anybody else amongst this group? Well, unfortunately, I did not have dark vision cast on me that day, so I would only be able to recognize their voices, and from what I have overheard, I believe that one, and he points to the half-elf, Kavak. I cannot say that the other ones were there. Their voices are not recognized.
He's like, oh, not me.
Thank you very much, Martha. As you all well know, Martha was the only survivor from our stronghold in Stormcolder. She managed to make it back just in time, but her 2 escorts that risked their life to get her here were unfortunately captured by Muriel the Misshapen and fell victim to his terrible experiments, causing them to grow enormously large with disproportionate limbs. And this lot murdered those 2 as well.
I'll admit to those 2. I'll admit to those 2.
Quiet! Somebody kicks you in the back of your shins. But enough for the bad news. For that, we shall take at least 2 of their lives. Unless the 2 of you have anything to say in their defense.
I would like to say that they most likely did not know their affiliation with you. So they were probably most likely just defending themselves. If that's a fair enough case.
True. Trissa was always not trusting enough and a little rash. And Melith, a little too trusting. If you guys remember, Melith convinced you guys to kill the Aboleth for her, and then, yeah. So she was willing to work with you guys a little bit, but the other one was not. It is taken into consideration, however, it does not sway me.
What would sway you?
5 lives for 5 lives would be fine.
Jeez.
But, seeing as you have done us the favor of ridding us of Muriel the Misshapen. And since nobody can identify this metal man as being part of the entourage, he shall be spared. It shall be spared. I assume your property obeys you. You may call it over.
Come over here, 42. Come here.
Yes, master, I am here.
Just stand guard next to me. Thanks. Thank you. You're so nice. I'll get you a job here, dude.
Have you anything else to say before I render my verdict?
Do you have anything to say? You're like, I don't think they should live.
I really want to help save you guys, but I
I don't know how else to save you.
You know what? They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom. We'll die.
Moonshadow, Martha, who is now gazing upon you guys, sees the tattoo on Oz's neck. That is the sign for Azrock Hold. And she walks over to the queen, taps her on the shoulder, and whispers something into her ear. Is this true, Goblin? Do you belong to Azrock's Hold?
I do.
They were in quite fierce competition with Lady Tressa.
Oh, sure.
How did you become involved with this group? And why do you have Maylith's bracelets on you?
I was using them to get to Lore to find my king's son.
Interesting. A goblin with a purpose. A quest. There's like a slight murmur that... Well, sounds like me, collateral damage, I suppose. If nothing else to be said, I sentence the 3 of them. The 4, he's already dead. But bring him along.
Just because.
To death. They shall be sacrificed in our temple and fed to the spiders.
I have a question.
As a DM or to Von Well?
To the queen.
Yes, Lady Nymeria.
What if you needed our help on the front lines? What if they were to help out, and if they die, they die? Maybe that.
But if
not
they
good.
But they'll also be trying to help you gain.
win this war.
Yes. Maybe they'll die on you.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check with disadvantage. It's not a very persuasive argument.
I don't want to say
Ooh, both 19s with a -1, so 18.
An 18. +7. Nope, unfortunately.
Still working.
Not good enough.
Dun, dun, dun.
Nope, a guaranteed sacrifice is better than a possible sacrifice. Plus, the people will be better off knowing and seeing. Good try.
Sorry guys, I tried.
being sent
Yeah,
by the
think
queen.
about it.
If
That
I
made
am
it-
to be
make it out
murdered,
of
there
time.
might be retribution. There will be retribution. Consequences.
Consequences.
If I
Alright, so the wagon is led into a bigger room. This room is a old, ancient, dilapidated temple, obviously the loft, as spiders are frescoed everywhere into columns and everywhere else. The entire ceiling is draped with spider webs, and there are currently several drow individuals being suspended by spider webs as they are like casting prestidigitation and minor spells and doing masonry work to actually restore this place. But there is a statue over in this corner where you guys are brought in front of, and ceremoniously a spider is called upon to snatch you one by one, starting with Vakis' body, which is easy to take. Any final words, guys?
Delete my videos.
Clear my browser history.
And there's like a ton of people in this room?
Yeah, oh yeah. Most of everybody in the other room filed in to see this.
Don't give him the satisfaction of screaming.
Let me go.
Go with honor, my friends.
To be commended, as they were once born into chaos, so their insides shall be liquefied and provide nourishment
Where's she at?
to our spiders. Somewhere in the room. Why? You don't have an arcane focus, so you can't cast spells.
Yeah.
So she's not visible?
I mean, she would be somewhere in the center of the hall, probably, while addressing everybody else, while you guys are laid or parked over here, because you're all still in the stockades.
We're still in stockade.
Mm-hmm. They will release you as the spider comes down to take you one by one. Like I said, starting with Vakis' body, around the queen as well. You guys are like part of the personal entourage.
Nice.
You are escorted for the time being.
When do I introduce my new guy?
And that's it. We'll find out.
They're gonna undo us one by one, right? They
Yeah.
undo us one by one.
Starting with Vakis. And then we'll just go clockwise. So, Oz, is there anything you want to say, or how do you want to send off your guy?
Am I still shackled?
I mean, they release you just as the spider is getting next to you and begins to spin a web.
I'm gonna piss on the freaking spider.
Nice, give me a performance.
Spinning in circles.
What's my big one? What's one? We'll see what happens. I'd rather piss with dignity.
On my own terms.
On my own terms, yeah. 4 plus... was it performance? 4, 5.
4. So you try to quickly get your hands down to like your trousers to open the flap, and unfortunately, like it doesn't quite come out enough. But you're just like, whatever. I'm just gonna let it piss, and it starts running down your leg, and eventually sort of flung around, and not quite the
Be like, fuck you.
yeah, not quite the show you were hoping for, but
There you go.
point delivered. And Elric's next.
Whatever.
With dignity, you hold your head high,
I got my.
remembering Jenny. Hopefully,
At least I didn't get cracked in the back of the head.
These are all...
and finally, Kavak.
Once I take my shackles off. Right? I take the shackles
Yeah.
off. Alright. Fight! Fight, my friends! And I turn into a bear.
All right.
Just to see what happens. One last time. One last hurrah!
I'm not going to roll initiative because
Yeah,
there's
okay.
like, but
I get it.
as a final hurrah. And then as your body, bear form, collapses and reverts back to your normal form, you do get a bit of a nod of improvement. A lot of like the drow men were like, oh, that's the way to go. I've never seen a guy turn into a bear before he died.
They're like, wow, wasn't expecting that one.
And yeah, and that's that. And then the queen turns to you. Well, nothing like a morning execution to get the day started well. Before you guys head to the front lines, I was wondering if you would be so kind as to make sure all of Muriel's leftover experiments in the laboratory is completely cleared out before we escort you down. So, I will give you your armor and weapons and hold on to your stuff until you come back, and we'll find an escort. Find, Zorak, he's currently slated for interrogation later today. Oh, then what's his friend? Theros. Yes, that one. Fetch him. He will be their guide. And your guys' stuff, armor and weapons is returned because they know what yours is. They sort of look to 42, then glance at you guys. Which weapons were his?
Oh. Which weapons were yours?
That's a good question. It's a large magical greatsword. The red one.
The red sword?
Yes.
And does it have armor?
That does what?
I think it has our...
No,
I know that
he's
it's a
already
sword.
armored
Okay.
as a robot. He's
And one smaller guy, a servant of
Maybe it
sorts.
does.
And the weird javelin in the shape of a lightning bolt.
right.
Tell.
And the javelin in the shape of a lightning bolt.
Yes.
And a javelin in the shape of lightning.
Yes.
As he starts to run away. Oh, what was javelin? Lightning bolt. Red sword. Okay. he runs off, and shortly afterwards comes back and presents the items to you.
There you go.
And you guys now have a single drow. They find, I'll find the name later, but the escort that they intend to send with you. And okay. All right.
Nope. I mean, not yet. I don't think we're going to be sent somewhere.
Oh, it's Chris.
Oh.
Yeah, this is his funeral.
He made it time to eat.
Yeah.
My body was already eaten, sorry.
Only the lower half.
Funeral, man.
Well, I guess the rest, yeah, is being, the juices are being souped out.
I think he got liquefied.
We all got it.
Well, we're all
Not everybody.
There's, for drow standards, it was a lovely service.
Move the chair.
There's two more. Yeah, well, because last time the table got put away before the chairs, so the chairs were on the other side. It was a whole thing.
Wait, is there a cushion chair over there?
There is one more. Yeah.
Yeah, you want this one?
Yeah, this is one.
Chair shuffle.
Yeah.
All right. So, without a lot of time to prepare, you guys are sort of just ushered in this direction. Many of the drow head back out into this area, seemingly taking back on their normal patrols. This area is similar to the swamp, where there's like a sort of haze in the air that like lightly glows and allows you to see pretty much everything. It is a large, large cavern that you guys find you're in. You hear the sound of rushing water. There are giant zirkwood trees, which are, excuse me, all those circles you guys see. Those are all super tall trees. There's various other fungus about.
You should have said Among Us.
Missed opportunity on me, yes. As well as an interesting sight, you guys see some giant spiders climbing a tree, and then it leaps off and takes flight.
Flying spiders?
Giant flying spiders.
That's not the most horrifying thing in the world.
Yeah. Along with some more, lizard riders and other patrol guards. You guys are led up this way. All right, we're going to let you into the back door to the ancient address hall. We've sealed off basically half of the stronghold because of Muriel's presence in that half. It was easier than trying to defeat him himself. They walk up to what appears to be a normal stone wall and just lightly touch it, and it swivels and to reveal a secret door to a path that you guys go through. That line there is a 40-foot high cliff.
Okay.
Yeah. So this
Like
was.
this one right
Yep.
Yeah.
So you guys were at the bottom of it here. Secret door to go through, up a couple of flights of stairs, which leads you to this room. You can see well enough, and to the north there is a set of stairs leading to a door.
You're leading us to the front lines? Is that what's happening?
Negative.
Oh,
To
sorry.
Muriel's laboratory
Oh.
to make sure he doesn't have any other experiments or things
Stuff.
that they don't want around. Yeah. Basically to ensure that he's really dead. I mean, they did see his body, but, never trust a body. And let me zoom in here on my map, and then I'll jump you guys.
That's +7. Does that mean that it's +7?
That's why your spells are +7.
And you come to a door.
A door?
Yep.
Okay.
We've protected your drow escort, that I forgot to grab. I'll bring one over here.
And I have all my stuff too, so.
Not all your stuff.
Not all my stuff.
No, just to get the weapons, but I'll keep
Your weapons, armor. For you, you would need your instruments, so they would give you your instruments as well.
Okay.
But not like your packs with everything in it.
No more
Certainly
broom.
not.
No more broom.
I guess I don't have a room right now.
If you wanted to specifically ask for it,
Oh, I could.
as they're fetching stuff, you could ask one of the little guys if you specifically want that.
Yeah, can I get my room?
But you gonna do some cleaning?
Yeah,
I'm sorry for questioning. And yeah, he runs off with a confused look on his face,
He's
but
like, what?
and then comes back with your broom. Yeah,
Yes.
sure, why not?
It's a weapon
Yeah.
to shoo off spiders. Oh, not spiders.
Shoo off dust buddies.
Yeah.
Yes.
This door here is only openable by drows, one of our many contingency plans against Muriel breaking in. So, come through. And you guys find yourself on the, apparently the second story. As you look down, there's an open courtyard right here. There's a railing that goes all the way around the room. It's probably made of wrought iron and looks like spider webs. 3-foot high iron railings that enclose the balcony are sturdy and shaped to look like webs. Hanging on the walls are 6 sets of double doors. Hanging on the walls between the 6 sets of double doors are steel shields that bear web-like and spider-like designs. There's also immediately over here a lifelike, which you would assume is a lifelike or a very large statue of Lolth. The bottom half of a spider, top half of a menacing drow individual.
Are the shields for decoration or for using?
For decoration.
Oh, wow.
This is an ancient hall that dates back to probably the beginning times of Drow, when we first came down here from the surface. And as he wanders this way, you guys notice that the spider giant Lolth statue actually animates for a second and begins to step towards him, and he turns around and says a word in Elvish. Those of you who speak Elvish recognize the word as sleep, and the statue de-animates. Another security measure.
Does somebody sleep? Or like, it says to sleep?
That is the safe word to turn off the security measure.
I see.
The spider started to come after him. He said a word, it stopped.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to
And you
know.
can see that there's double doors. There's 2 on this side that you can see. There is no light, so... do you have a lamp out or a candle?
Yes, I have a lamp.
Okay. The 3 of you are here. What are you doing?
Well, they brought us here,
You-
so I mean, we're gonna look around, I guess.
Yeah, be searching around, looking. Anything left in the laboratory?
Can I get on
He
my
could-
broom and like fly around in the courtyard?
Sure. You just want to sort of see the whole area before you
Yeah.
commit to anything? Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I'll move this around.
Yeah, why not? We're here. Or something.
Right. So I can zoom out a little bit there.
You said there were 6 doors? Oh. Where are the doors?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of doors. There's a hallway here that leads to some stairs that go down. You guys are about 30 feet up from the floor down here. You're on the 2nd floor of some
Okay.
pavilion, address hall.
Don't look over too far.
It's a 3-foot high railing, so taller than you.
Ah. What's in the other doors?
Which one?
I choose this one.
That door.
We're being escorted, right?
I mean, he's following you. I mean, he doesn't know where it,
Anything?
any danger could be. Yeah.
I missed for those sides were doors.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be locked as you approach that door. You want to open it?
Yes.
You open it and look inside. Appears to be a relatively small room. There's a tall, slender wardrobe made of some kind of purple wood that stands on the far wall. And there appears to be a mirror on one of the side walls.
Can I inspect the mirror?
You want to go into the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty
You guys
mirror.
following, or is it just Nymeria?
I'll follow.
Okay.
I'll stand at the doorway, but I'll be.
Sure. And the
Outside.
drow individual does not go in the room as well. He stays outside, just looking around, admiring.
Earlier we found this really interesting mirror, so now I'm just really curious about it.
This mirror looks like a familiar mirror that would be a gate. Its frame has twisting vines woven onto each side, and there appears to be skulls, like inside the twisting vines, like actual skulls. Best you can guess that they're human. There's 11 of them. And carved into the bottom of the frame is some writing. Does anybody speak Celestial?
I do.
Old Nymeria did.
thought you said I kept all that. It's still on there.
It's still on there?
Abyssal, celestial, common.
Yeah, you recognize it. The words say, "The dead know the secret." Now that you're here, Chris, give me a persuasion check as Vakis.
As Vakis?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's a gate with skulls. Yeah. 11 skulls.
11 skulls. In the frame, the words written in Celestial, "The dead know the secret."
Then, okay, well. That's hard to say. But I guess, can I touch the mirror? I want to touch it.
Sure. You touch it.
Yeah.
It's a solid mirror.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. I don't know.
That's a 10 total.
A 10 total?
Yep.
Okay.
And
I don't know. I'll go ahead and leave.
You gonna leave the room?
I am taking mental notes.
Yeah, I don't know
of
what to
this
do about that
mirror.
one. Do I see anything
Are they-
down
did you say
here
what
in
it said
this
out loud?
lower layer?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it goes down
Sounds
to
like
another
Speak with the
room.
dead would be required.
That makes
Down
sense.
underneath there's like a southern alcove
I don't think
that
we
seems to
have
have like
do that.
piles of
I
bones.
feel like at this point,
And then there are
keep it mental
not
notes
any
and-
doors leading off the bottom floor, but hallways that do go. Oh, there's a set of doors to the north after a short hallway, and then 2 longer hallways that you can't really see where they go, and a pile of bones to the south. Like a gigantic pile of bones.
Sounds like a lot of dead people were here.
Where did you see that?
Down there in the
Down
courtyard.
So underneath here is a southern alcove as well, probably a little deeper than that one, and it's like filled with bones.
Interesting. I wonder if the secrets are in there. In the dead.
I would assume, but I don't. Oh, I pressed the button.
Well, while Ozzy's down there, can I go this way?
Gonna go to that door? It is again unlocked. Push it open.
Yes, please.
Again, the drow just sort of hangs out outside. It's not gonna go in. This room, if I'll move your map for you,
Ooh.
appears to be some sort of guest quarters, perhaps. But everything's been wrecked. There's just wreckage of old furniture and decor in this room that may have served as a sanctuary for a priestess at some point. This sort of looks like a temple of sorts. Built into the one wall is a massive arched fireplace. At least like 5 foot wide is like the area where the fire is made. And no fire currently going, obviously, but
Why are the fireplaces always so big?
for big fires. 'Cause you also cooked on those fires, right? And it had to be a big enough chimney to like get up and clean. I don't know.
Alright.
But yeah, as you sort of walk in and notice, like, this is a really big fireplace, and you notice that the chimney itself is even like 5 feet wide, and
It just looks big to me too. 'Cause I'm
with your
It's all the smoke, though.
all right, with your lamp, you sort of tilt it back to be able to see, and it seems to go up for about 30 feet, and then there was like a cave in or something that happened.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and there's still probably some cracks where smoke would pass through, but it doesn't seem passable by a person.
Alright.
Can we open this door?
Yeah. Ooh.
Again, it is unlocked.
Yeah.
You find a room that is very similar to the other one.
Wow.
Again, the wreckage of old furniture all over the place.
Does it look like somebody was looking for something, or just old and trash?
Go ahead and give me a investigation check.
Alright.
It does not look like somebody was looking for something. It looks like somebody came in here with a rage and just wanted to smash everything.
That's weird.
It's like stuff is needlessly broken, right? Like you already broke apart that wardrobe to get inside of it, and then they smashed every drawer, and then they smashed the frame, and then they tore apart. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely malicious.
Okay.
Yeah, because everything's just.
If it's smashed, then there's nothing to like look
That must be
into or
average.
look at or
It doesn't really say.
No. Can I look through the wreckage and see if I can find anything?
In the room?
Yeah.
Sure, give me an investigation check.
Okay, I can do that. So figure out where it goes.
It's like when you go to the spell slots themselves.
I got a 17.
17. Yeah, as you sort of dig through all this stuff, it doesn't really seem to be anything of value. You guys can all give me perception checks in the room.
Perceptions. 10.
11.
Ooh, 22.
So are all the rest of us dead? You guys making a character?
19.
I made a new character.
19.
His name is Eric with a K.
Are you dead too?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you.
And you're dead too?
Sorry, we tried.
Literally just before you got here, we got.
Yeah, unfortunately, nothing seems out of the ordinary. It looks pretty
We got you.
identical to the other room.
Okay.
So like on the sides.
Give me another persuasion check.
I didn't even notice that. Was that actions or was that the spells?
I think there was 2 more doors over on the other side.
Yeah, we need
That
to
was
go
the
through
14.
those
Yeah,
doors,
it's
too.
not on spells.
Another one? Let's go. I'm just gonna take them all right now.
Another
Yeah.
one?
Not
going.
and it doesn't list
You never
everything.
We're gonna do 5 total.
Okay, so 10, 14, 12.
Yeah, I'll see when you click on his evocation candy.
Oh,
And you're
so
at-
at least that's how.
This is with your
Yeah, this is with-
modifier, right?
Yeah.
So it's that same.
And
That's
the
all
damage
I
is
It's
22.
around here somewhere.
Well, yeah.
Unfortunately.
But that doesn't show everything.
Huh?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Maybe.
A bunch of persuasion checks?
Confirmation. So now when I go.
I don't know, so make a bunch of persuasion checks, so I did.
We have to
From the
look
grave,
around.
apparently.
Yeah, right?
Is this gonna be to see if
So-
I get to
Like
keep all
not
my
in
gear
this
when I
little
was
area, but like eventually.
Yeah,
I think
it's
we're
gotta
all
be
dead.
somewhere.
And then all our shit's
Yeah.
gone.
Bacchus has been dead for longer than the rest of you guys.
Cyrus kid.
Hey, at least my soul's my own. I've rest in peace, right?
You did miss the part too where a giant lizard ate the lower half of you, Bacchus.
I told him at least that it was your best part.
Ooh,
I was your
robotic
biggest
Bacchus.
supporter.
Oh, anime dead Bacchus.
You guys check out the doors on the other side?
Yeah,
Please.
Yeah.
we want to do that.
Oh, I should just be a cleric so I can have anime dead, and that's just my goal is just to go bring it back to
I
dead.
found the name Vakis.
Looks very similar to the other
In a
rooms. A
book.
bunch of smashed stuff.
I must bring him
I
back.
saw that and I was like, I need a body.
That could be your new
Same thing, even they all seem to have the chimney clogging at about 30
I
feet.
was like, all of
Last
us
room?
can
Might as
you-
well. I mean,
Yeah.
don't want to not check and have that be the odd man out.
Yeah.
And
This
it's not,
room looks very similar, with the exception that the
Oh.
fireplace does not abruptly end. This one does not seem to be a victim of whatever cave-in caused the rest of the fireplaces to collapse. This one seems to be intact and goes up higher than any of you can see.
Can I go up there with my broom?
You sure can.
Okay, I'm gonna go zoom zoom up there.
By yourself?
Well, if I'm the only one that can fit.
I mean, like, how big is it?
It's
Can
5
it-
foot wide. We have 5 by 5.
Oh, but 5 by 5?
Yeah.
I mean,
5 by
I can
5?
kind of come too, but I'd have to climb. So it wouldn't be as quickly
Oh
as you.
yeah, see,
I'm
yeah.
small, so I think I could fit on your broom, but
Yeah.
I
Okay,
guess, but
yeah.
I don't
Right.
think it's as efficient as the berm.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
But you can go slow enough that he can keep up if you all want to go together.
Yeah.
Sure, okay. So as a group, you all travel up.
check things out.
It's a little difficult to hold your lantern at an angle to see as well as hold on to the broom, so you can mainly see what's below you and not so much up because a lantern
I
has a
have
hood over the
dark
top. Yeah, you guys are fine, but she does not.
Yeah.
That's why. But as you guys make it up about 30 feet, you can see 60 feet beyond of where you are. You do see it opens up into a larger cavern.
Hey, we're learning where the smoke goes.
Right?
I
I'm
was
kind
curious.
of curious too.
You continue up to the full 90 feet, and
Nice.
it opens up into a damp, soot-covered natural cave.
They fucking been polluting the cave.
Roughly-
Like there's I'm angry about this one. They just
They're eco-terrorists!
roughly 30 feet wide by 60 feet long.
God damn it. Alright.
Oh.
Though, give me perception checks while you guys are up there.
We're perceiving.
22. I got
I'm perceiving, it's 9 plus 12.
19.
Not that.
No, wait,
9 plus 12 is 21.
Oh, I thought you said 7. Oh, wow.
So you guys
Oh,
are
so
looking
close.
around in this massive cavern that is completely covered in soot. So like it's really hard to make out any detail because everything is just black. But the light actually helps because as you're shining it around, you notice a cube-like object, which doesn't happen in nature, right? Like, nature doesn't make cubes.
Right.
So you walk over to it and sort of scrape off some of the layer of soot. There's a chest up there.
Bum, 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 bum. It's a mimic.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah,
Attack it, lady
Can we?
Nymeria.
Yeah. Can we
You want to
try?
attack the chest?
I don't know. I'm saying I could.
Well, I'll try and open it first.
Yeah, why don't we try to open it? Like,
Okay. You reach out and you sort of, rub away some more soot to find like, okay, here's the hinge. Okay, it opens this way. And you go to like lift the lid. It doesn't seem to budge.
Well, I'll pick it.
You look for a lock. There's no lock on it. It just seems to be corroded and stuck.
corroded and stuck.
You can
Can
give me
I-
a strength check to try to
Can I get
force
a
it open.
stick and knock off all the soot?
Where are you gonna find a stick?
I'm in a cave.
Oh.
You're in a cave.
I mean, if we were in the previous area, maybe.
Here's your
but-
sign, right? Go back to the forest area. Yeah, maybe you'll find a stick.
I can strength it.
Well,
You gonna go for it?
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Why
Okay.
not? Do it.
You're gonna need a prying implement, like that. You're not, or you just crush the top.
You can use your red sword.
Sure, go for it.
Do it, yeah.
Your choice. You want to try to pry it open, or you just want to crush it?
Get it open by opening the top, crushing it open. I don't know how you do that.
Try it.
I don't know.
Evens, I pry it. I crush the top.
Give me an attack roll. Okay. Yeah, you go to like try to just gently do a strength, like nah, just whack.
God damn it.
Unarmed.
Or your sword, your choice.
17.
17. Yeah, you demolish the lid, and it sort of just like splits open, and you see there's a small. Well, actually, it's a sizable pouch, a bit of leather that's like wrapped up. It's actually lizard hide, containing a set of thieves' tool. There's a stoppered gourd containing something, and you pick up the first little pouch that you found, and there's coins inside of it. Peer inside of it, platinum coins. At first glance, about 120.
That was a good chest.
Can I grab that cord?
You sure can.
Okay,
And it has some sort of liquid inside of it. As you like shake it, you can hear something inside there, but it's a gourd, so you can't see it,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
But I have it now. I don't know what's in there, but
All of
it's
them
in there.
is
Make sure you notate where it came from, so that if you figure out what it is later, I can reference.
Yeah.
What?
So it was. You'll get 40. You'll get 40. I'll get 40.
40, 40.
I like
40s for everybody.
Thanks for your help.
I mean, I just made 40 platinum by crushing the top of a chest.
So 40, and I want 40, so we want that.
Yeah.
Isn't like
40
what is it? Platinum?
platinums.
10 gold? 4,000 gold?
Platinum is 10 gold, yeah.
Or quarter?
1,000.
40 platinums.
400.
Essentially, yeah.
And I got a set of thieves' tools. And you said there was.
She got a gourd.
Yeah, I got a
There
gourd.
was a gourd.
I took a gourd full of some liquid.
A leather pouch that had these tools, and then the other pouch with the
With the platinum.
Yeah, it was thief tools in a lizard hide.
Oh, it was in
Like,
the lizard.
yeah, like wrapped up, like, you know, you've seen tools that you lay out,
Yeah.
like they roll up and you little tie on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I missed.
Cut that kind of country.
I was trying to be
Oh,
careful
that's
because
my shitty
I was
handwriting.
afraid to do it, so it was like, I can only go in this direction, so I have to wait for it to go this way, so I don't accidentally punch Vern. That's why I was like, here was my line of sight, which is as long as you don't decide, like, what? Bam!
Yeah, I did that earlier.
And you guys take another glance, around the cavern, make sure you didn't miss anything, and yeah.
And it's just a cavern.
An
It
empty
doesn't
cavern
go
with a
anywhere
cube.
else.
Okay.
I mean, there are maybe a small few fissures that you guys can't fit through, but you could see how smoke would still go somewhere.
Oh.
I guess, but then I don't know where the hell it's gotta go somewhere. Anyway.
Back down then.
I guess
my
back
ladies.
down. There's nothing there.
Back down the chute.
Yeah, let's go back in.
As you guys emerge from this room, now covered in soot, your drow escort's like, oh, what happened to you guys in there?
A big empty cavern of soot.
Oh, I thought maybe you guys triggered like a fire blast or something. You guys all look crazy.
A little bit.
It's
Hey,
dangerous
you got one
while
too.
you have a little dirt for a while.
They come in variety packs.
Oh!
Yeah.
So, never mind.
Oh,
What do you guys do?
Did you want to say something? Wow,
Downstairs
that
to
was-
the laboratory?
Yeah, where's this?
we-
This does not seem like a laboratory,
So-
this area.
Yeah, as far as I know, this is one of our ancient temples. This comes back. We don't even know how far back this goes. It was several months ago. House of Rendar managed to start the process of taking over this level of Undermountain in hopes of, first off, driving out Xanathar's guild, and then setting up shop in Skullport to start a new slave trade business. That old pin that you guys saw earlier, in fact, where you guys were kept for the night, I heard about some of the treatment they did over you guys overnight, and I apologize. Not all drow are that mean, but that actually used to be an old slave market back in ancient times. So you guys come down. The
History.
It depends if you went left stairs or right stairs. It doesn't really matter because it goes to the same place. But you're now on the bottom floor of the area that you were before, and assuming
That's where
you're
all the
all
bones are.
still here, yeah, big pile of bones down there, but you guys aren't near it at the moment.
Oh, because we're.
Okay.
I'd oddly like to check out those bones.
Yeah. I don't know why they're there. Why are they here? This is weird. I'm gonna ask these dudes. Why are these bones here?
I imagine it's probably leftovers from people that Muriel's either eaten or experimented that have gone wrong.
So you
He
just
likes to-
left him in here to do
We-
whatever the hell he wanted?
We trapped Muriel on this side to keep him out of our side, yes.
Okay.
He was very cruel, and he would collect us and turn us to stone and make a menagerie. You guys saw it and defeated some. I don't know why I have two. Oh, those are the two drow that escaped you guys way before. That's what those two guys are.
Can I go investigate?
The bone here?
Yeah.
Certainly, if you wish. Let's get this to. What do the rest of you want to do while Nymeria investigates the bone? All right.
Which direction
what's
leads
over
to
here?
the laboratory?
If we get back to the common area where the stairs are, I know where the secret door is. If we go north, any of these northern ways would lead there. But if you guys wish to explore, you're happy to take the time that you need.
Okay, it's interesting learning about your history.
So what was this
I'm here to
room
please.
used for before Muriel was trapped in here? What was the
This was a temple. The rooms upstairs used to be the sleeping quarters of drow priestesses to Loth. Yeah. As Nymeria approaches the bones, some of them seem to coalesce almost into like a large sort of bone snake creature. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Sorry.
3.
Oh, that's
And I am ready for you guys whenever you're ready.
You're ready?
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Will I need to roll my health out today?
Oh, oops.
Sure. Yeah. If you're confident with what you have, and
I mean,
I just wanted to do this part with witnesses.
yeah, like, the four of you guys can talk together what you want to do.
So would you pick Vak?
Paladin.
I got 19.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw
And
that.
you're a wizard?
Yeah, did you get mine?
Oh,
Okay.
So we gotta roll.
it started me in the middle of initiative. Sorry, let me
10
do
d10.
restart.
So since I'm
Oh yeah, you
then I
got
roll
like
9
super
like
health.
that, right?
You're gonna be
Yes.
our tank again.
Yeah.
What's your race?
Do I re-roll anything if it's bad?
You're a dwarf paladin.
I got 12, 6, and 11.
Yes. Or at least 12 for me, yes.
I got 19.
Because of your initiative. Or you give it advantage on it, right?
Yes.
Jared knows how to do it right.
Jared?
Did you roll with initiative when you hit the button? Okay.
Why did it give me the wrong number then?
Oh, I mean, it says 18 advantage.
That's weird. It was 11 on my end, which 5 and 5 doesn't even make. If it took the other roll, how did you get 11? Anyways, it doesn't matter.
Oh, the first one I accidentally did it.
Oh, way
I was
earlier?
all sorry, and
Okay.
then I did it with advantage.
Alright, so we'll say Nymeria's over here. You
Yeah,
were
because
curious.
wherever that guy is,
Yeah,
we're
you were
talking
talking
to
to him. Walls, I'm gonna say you're just absently floating around, looking around like, wow, it's kind of pretty when you look at it, guys.
Yeah. Wait, how nice it is.
And this section of this little players. Bloop. This section of bone is what seems to begin to move in front of you. But you get to act first, so. What are you doing, Nymeria?
Do you have the answers to the mirror? Are you the dead?
Combat. It's kind of rude.
It doesn't.
Oh!
Oh shit.
Because that's not rude.
It doesn't seem to care that you just spoke to it.
Can we reroll once?
Yes.
How?
Can we reroll
What'd
once
you
on
get?
our life?
I want a face.
Oh.
Yes, it landed on my face. Hello.
So
Yes.
Your face.
Alright.
Yeah, it always sucks to reroll.
Okay, what'd you say?
Hard to get a one. Right, you reroll a one that you get on HP, but you have to stick with whatever you roll. So if you roll a one
Okay.
again,
One again.
it was meant to be.
I'll just clean it.
It was meant. One was meant to be for you, buddy.
So I'm rolling to hit
D7 plus.
You want to step up and hit because you're like a space away at the moment.
It's okay. It just
I gave you the
got
benefit of the
right
doubt that you weren't quite right up on it.
So that would be.
in
Alright, so you can hit it?
Bam, bam.
yeah, I rolled 19 to hit.
A 19 does hit.
Alright.
It was meant to be. Dude, I feel scared.
That was way better.
Yeah.
Because of how the leaks for you.
It's 30 less than you used to, buddy.
I know, I'm way tankier. I'm like, so this is what it feels like.
7.
I also need
7 points of piercing damage.
to have a shield.
Hey everybody, there's a snake thing over here. I tried talking to it, and
Rude.
so I stuck it with me.
I mean, I'll give you guys all like a starting magical item like your normal characters, so I recommend taking the gold instead of standard equipment. You're better off taking the gold and then buying what you actually want as opposed to taking standard
I
equipment,
can't get to you.
in my opinion.
Oh wait,
Like
sorry, I'm
adventure
thinking, not
gear.
60.
Yeah,
I can't get to you. I just
you guys don't have the backpack, yeah. The backpack and the
Yeah,
gold
but
is
you're
what I would let you have.
only
Because you get a
65
you get a pack
feet away from
thanks to your
So I have
background.
to dash.
If you take the right
But I can at
background,
least
some of them
get
will come
next
with a
to
priest
you
pack or a
and
vampire
maybe
hunter or stuff like that.
Background? Is that under description?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who is next?
That was your. Oh, you only get one attack as a. That's right. Disengage, dash.
I'm just gonna stay right where I'm at.
All right, 42. You're next.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah, too late.
Oh, my butt. It has to be a dash, but I can actually get to right there.
Sorry, I got all your guys' spaces on the screen today.
And that is, I believe, 70 but that's my dash.
So 44. Like, I already got all the gear, so I'm gonna switch it back to gold now.
That was
So,
my action.
what did you do? The equipment?
And I don't have one
That's what I think
action.
they don't need to
Starting
equipment.
equipment.
All right, it's the bones seem to rear up, and they're gonna go to attack Nymeria
Oh,
with.
you roll for gold?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, there's nothing I can do once I
44.
5D.
How can we get 5?
I don't know. Maybe because I'm dwarf.
Because you
I
changed
don't
it.
know.
Here's
Okay.
a lighter.
No, just think.
It's going for a slam attack against Nymeria. A 16 to hit.
Hits.
You're going to take
I hit randomize, and I had 14.
9 points of bludgeoning damage as it sort of rears up and bam, lands on
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Then it follows up with a second attack for 13.
13 to hit.
Yep.
That misses.
All right.
Yeah.
And I got the monkeys left.
A second mound.
Sure did. We're good. Look at this.
So that's what you do. You hit at randomize. I got
Yeah,
it.
and it rolls it for me.
Alright.
There's more?
Oh my god, tell
Starting
them no.
equipment.
I was just.
And they're just being like, they're
I only had questions. I didn't want to hurt anybody.
Sorry, babe.
Damn it, I didn't want to hurt you.
It doesn't seem like a California thing. Like just California. Like yeah, we can do it.
So all you got was gold.
Now if it was like
Well, I got
So they seem a little slow and sluggish, but yes.
I
The second one is also going to make attacks against you,
Keeping my
Nymeria.
backpack and keeping my clothes.
First attack at a 9.
I'll get rid of the
This is-
knife.
Second attack, 25.
Yeah.
Where did you
Did
add
we
all
get a
that
plus
stuff?
one of something?
I'm just removing it.
You take 18 points of bludgeoning damage that time. That was a good one.
I
And
have
Wolzira, you're up.
I added it
Okay.
earlier.
Oops, wrong button.
So you got your backpack and adventure.
Can I yell sleep? And
Yeah.
will they go to sleep?
You can certainly try.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna yell sleep.
Sleep!
And
I
Elvish.
thought that was it.
They don't seem to do anything.
Fuck you then.
Yeah, I'm assuming you yelled it in common.
Or other items.
Oh, well then I don't know how to say it in Elvish. I don't know how to say it in Elvish.
But do you want to yell it in Elvish?
Yeah, I'll
You can
yell.
yell in Elvish as well. They don't seem to.
do kinds of like,
Ah.
ooh, this might be better for
I don't even know.
Oh,
I like to make them think they have a chance.
No matter what, right?
Well, if that's
You
the
do
case,
get one, yes.
And so
I don't know what else to do other than try to destroy a bunch of bones.
And then the ink came with
Yeah, these bones seem to like coalesce into some
You
sort
would have
of
a GameCube.
shambling mound of bones.
Yeah, so that'll do some part.
Hint,
Love
hint.
it. Let me.
Oh, yeah.
Can I just?
You guys have fought shambling mounds before, but it was like vegetation, and this time it's made of bones. It like swallowed Ozzy and somebody else. Anyways, what are you doing?
Fuck, I don't know. Can I
Yeah.
fireball at it just to see?
You sure can.
Okay,
Make sure that's accurate. Because that ignores
I'ma try it.
any
but I don't.
anything needs a components. It comes from the pouch unless it has a gold.
I
I'm
usually
assuming
just
you want to
yell
avoid
at
hitting your friends, right?
I want to. Yeah, I'll avoid that as much as I can
I don't know what you get.
because I don't need to kill anybody else.
Yeah, I'll say you're allowed. You can get all 4.
Cool. Then I'll get all 4 right there.
I just picked gold, right?
All right, and they make a
Because
dexterity
everything
saving throw,
else
correct?
you'll just
Yes.
Okay, so all I do is gold.
All right.
Yeah.
They're not so
And then
dexterous.
Dustin will give you rare items.
a 4 for the first one,
No.
a 19 for the second one,
That
something you
succeeds.
want.
a 11,
Fails.
and a 19 again.
Yeah,
That
make sure
succeeds.
you-
So succeeds and succeeds, those 2 fail. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Yay.
Bam.
I didn't add that. That's neat.
That got me. What did it get me?
30.
30.
Oh, that's
It didn't pop up, so I was like, I don't know how to
Yep.
do math. Hey, 30. Now die. Bam. I used spell slot.
level 7,
At
max
level
level 70.
Just at level 100.
All right, they all took their damage. There's some other bones that are just like there on the ground, not part of this life. Seem to scatter about, making it a little easier to see what the monsters are
Somewhere.
compared to the pile. You know what I mean?
Anything happen, you can
So
go
the
back.
monsters,
You may
are
not
they
have any of the
smaller
new spells
then?
that you had.
No, it's just it was hard to tell where they were mixed in with the bones. Now that you've sort of scattered all the other bones, it's easier to see where they are. And you can clearly see that there's only 4. They are definitely.
And I'm thinking, like, what could be destroyed is like fire.
Yeah.
All right, anything else you want to do in your turn? Bonus action,
You
movement?
have the one where it should
Well,
just
I
gain people
should
whatever.
have
And then you just do
a bardic inspiration, if anybody wants one.
I'll take one.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Do you want it? What's that?
Anybody want?
You take it first.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I mean,
Thank you.
2, 5, 2, 5, 3.
That's fine.
1d10.
Once attention's on me, you're sneaking.
Your drow fellow is like, oh my god, what is that thing?
I don't know.
He's
you tell
gonna
me.
take
Hey,
cover
there's multiple things.
and
Right?
go to,
They're the one that owns the house.
Oh.
They should.
and he misses. He tries to shoot one,
You're the ones who own a house.
I lost my.
and
They're
Nymeria,
the
you're
ones
up.
that own the house. They should
Back to you.
know what the fuck's going on in there, but they don't.
My dad.
I like it better not hearing the thought of
Oh.
they own a
Like,
house.
that's fucking scary.
Like that.
If I hover over somebody, it shows what they are.
Wait, what is
They
it? What
should
is it being
know.
now?
It was that
Oh.
one.
They're smart enough.
19? That hits.
Smoker, I need help.
Go ahead and roll damage. With sneak attack this time because 42's next to you. The same one that you attacked last time, correct?
Yes, this is right in front
Okay.
of me. I rolled that 10. I forgot how to sneak attack. I'm sorry. Should be saying.
Forget that.
Oh, wait.
Oh, I was passing it.
10 plus
10 plus 16. plus
26 total. Nice.
2, 5, 3, 8, 2, 5, 3.
And then I'll just.
As you find like a weak point in between somewhere where you can poke it, and you poke it.
I poked it.
It seems to, well, it doesn't really make sound, it's all bones, but it shudders a bit. Like the teeth, yeah.
Or just the bones rattling
And
together.
then you're up.
And I'm up. Sweet. I'll press the button later. Raging. Everything. Just everything.
Reckless attack.
My normal.
Rage.
Yeah, reckless.
Great weapon master.
Yep.
I'm feeling those couple of shots at a Rockstar I took help.
Oh, you know, I might get like 12.
Well, that's good. 'cause
12 to
you were
hit?
falling asleep.
Unfortunately misses.
Ah,
Yeah.
Okay. And
You managed to find like a thick hip bone or something that's pretty hardy.
Wow, these rolls are not in my favor today because Ace not going to do it either. Ouch. That's my turn. Wait.
You pose.
No, I can't do that without upper. I was hoping to somehow. Oh no, I can go through her.
I'm tiny.
You are tiny, but I just want to get to there.
Okay.
So at the very least, the others come to
Can't
me as
floor
opposed
her.
to
Yeah, there you go. Good call.
And then I pose.
All right. The first one, A, is gonna take its slam attacks against Nymeria. First one, natural 20.
What was that for me?
I got a lot of 5s and 4s. Mostly 5. 1, 2.
You're taking 18 points of bludgeoning damage. And the second attack's only an 11. I assume that misses, right?
That misses.
Yeah.
So the
So
first one's 18.
18 damage is all you take, yep. And the second attack misses. Seeing that you stepped in front of it, it's going to go ahead and take swings at 42 now.
Yeah.
With advantage because you attacked recklessly.
Yep.
So it's an 18 or... Yeah, 18's better. Does that hit?
That's what I
You take 9, halved 5. Sorry, 4.
All I need is a shield, dude.
And then, oh shitty, 14 to hit.
No. That's so rare.
You know what I mean? Like, dang. But I think I had to find
This
I
one's
defended.
gonna step up. And, yep, that gets close enough. Walls, how high are you flying?
I want to say like maybe 10 or 15 feet.
Yeah, usual
I was
height.
just saying
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 more attacks coming at you. 24.
Well, I guess that
Hits,
is.
right?
Yeah.
You're gonna take 9 halved as 4 again. Second attack with advantage. I remember to hit advantage before I click it. It's a 15 or a 15.
No.
15, no?
I am. My AC is 16.
These are 10 foot high, so this one's gonna go ahead and go
Oh, I'm sorry, was.
This one goes, I mean,
20
trying to
feet in
draw
that direction, and it's, unfortunately, I'm gonna say it's 1 square closer to me, so it's still a gap between you. You can't get within range. Sure. It's gonna go ahead and dash to do that last 5 feet. It's brainless. Monsters think differently. Walls, you're up. As this thing is
What do you
creeping
got
up
for?
to you, it's right underneath you, so you are within melee range. If you want to fly away from it, you will take
For the
damage.
hit points?
But just to keep in mind, you can sort of see how the floor is lighter here.
Yeah.
Because remember, there's a second floor.
Yeah.
So if you're underneath these pillars, it's about a 10-foot high ceiling, or 15 foot high.
That's your
But
hit.
in this open area, it goes like 60 feet.
You have 10 D8.
Remember, you're on the bottom floor of that second floor you were on earlier with all the doors?
But it's
and
the.
you're in
Do
the
I
shield.
still have the 12 to that? That's how much I roll.
Well, let's see.
But but you did 10. Yeah, you only need to do 9.
Should I try to swing at it with my Tira light?
You sure can. Make an attack roll.
An attack roll.
I can go up to 100. Dude, I was like 97.
So forgive me for I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but
Because
I just
it's
rolled a
level
D20
1,
for
you
this
automatically get
And then, yeah,
another
whatever it
HP,
says next to
and
tier
it's
line,
one
like,
per level
plus-
after that.
Okay,
so that's
so it's
how
the
I'm
hit.
putting the 12.
It's a hit, correct.
Okay.
So I still gotta keep my
What is the
That
12?
would be
Well, it's
19
gonna
plus 4.
19
Oh,
plus
no,
4?
that
Yeah.
12
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Okay.
was something the
Good,
game automatically
better.
does.
Okay.
You were replacing that 12 with whatever the other number is.
So I should have done it.
And I'm
No.
doing a one-handed strike now.
Because you're flying on your broom, yes.
Yeah.
Because I
So
can
that's
roll
an
with
8.
that 10.
You're an 8. Okay.
I just need to see something. If
Well,
you do
man.
1 rolled HP, it puts you
A
40.
3.
Oh.
3 points of damage?
Yeah.
So yeah, add that to the 12.
Yeah, you chop in and bam, you see like a little rib bone fly off of it. You're like, ha, yeah.
I did.
56 plus 12.
Whereas like when you hit it, you like severed a spine and like half a person fell out of the monster.
I did it. Okay, well from here can I
One hell
try
of a
to
cleric.
like go up?
You can't?
Okay, I'm gonna try to go up. I
No,
know
no, no.
Levitate. It is going to take an opportunity
And I
attack.
got
Like that's
one
on you.
cool.
22 to hit.
It could be a
One of them
TC,
attack
or you can make it cleric.
I think so.
What?
Since you're going up
There
for
is
a
a
level,
shield,
it
but
has
it's
an
minus the
opportunity
cost of
attack.
shield.
Attacking.
What's the
Yeah, I
shield?
know.
So you
But I wanted to get away from it.
You could have used your action to disengage, which means things can't attack you.
Yeah, but I just used an action.
Right, that's what I'm saying, but you could have instead of attacking with your longsword. But
Yeah.
hey, you hit, so I mean,
Yeah.
why complain?
Yeah.
But a 22 to hit
you're
you
dwarf.
does hit,
22,
right?
yeah.
That also explains the high HP.
Oh, that's right. I can take that card back because you no longer have
Oh yeah.
the hour long. You take 11 points of damage.
I don't like that.
I wish we could do this.
I disagree.
I want to see your character's HP. 63.
But the rest of your turn is yours. So how high are you going?
And, can I go like another 15 feet?
And I left it
Sure.
at what it
So you're
was.
about 30 feet high right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll the
Sounds
9,
good.
added that to the number that was already there.
Does anybody need bardic inspiration?
Make sure that's what happens.
Anybody want an
I
inspiration?
already have one.
Here, Merry
I was
Christmas.
like, you only got 2
I could have
targets
used
now.
one the last time, so yes, I definitely want one this time.
Okay. And
Is that it
that's
for your turn?
Yep.
Back to the top. Nymeria.
Alright, stabby stabby.
How's your self fix?
These ones are better
Oh,
than the
natural
ones you had.
Woohoo! With sneak attack, you,
Okay,
it means
but I
sneak
think
attack
I
doubles
might
as well.
need
It's like malt liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double all dice.
I knew.
So you can actually hold it, and if you're going to do digital, you know how to roll a critical on there, right?
I don't, I've never done it.
So
More
you just hit with your scroll.
Oh, no,
I like
something
that.
different.
Touch
Would
and
you like
pull.
yours more? I like this one
And
because
then
actually
release?
tastes
No,
like
wisdom.
lemonade.
And then it's like crit roll, crit damage.
It kind of tastes like lemonade, but they taste like
And you can do the same thing with the sneak attack button.
You're like, okay, I need a little more
So
sugar.
11 from your ice pick, and then the sneak attack.
I actually will
Yes.
probably work on wisdom and strength, and then that. But I do like to do that. You know, extra HP. You can take it from more.
11 plus 36, so 47 points of damage.
Yeah, do it to
And besides,
him.
you are going to be
Do it to him now.
Because these creatures like don't
Almost as hard as that.
bleed or make sounds, it's hard to describe the fact that it's bloody, but you like severed a good chunk out of it. I'll say it's
It doesn't
half
have a
as
voice.
dense as it was before.
Alright.
That's what I did mostly.
Sweet.
And the rest of the turn is yours.
What is it?
It's a D10.
I was like, hey,
Brings us to 42.
Exactly.
You're up 42.
We know what I'm doing.
He can
All
do
of the fun
whatever
stuff.
he likes.
is my
Oh, Jesus!
Is he here already?
Thank you!
Already?
18.
18 does it.
But you can have your bardic inspiration back.
Thank you.
I have a lot of healing, but I have a couple.
Give me snake eyes, just because that seems to be how we're going. Let's get it out of the way.
reverse psychology, not bad.
9, 17, 26.
26 points of
And
damage.
just to clarify, it's the one in front of
The one that's already weakened? Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I can't, I lost that bar to put my
Just
stakes on.
making sure, because I didn't actually specify which one I was
And it was
attacking.
26?
9 plus 17, yes.
26 points of damage. You have reduced it by half its density again.
I don't necessarily know what that means.
It's squishier.
Instead of it being bloody because it doesn't have bones or anything, I'm saying it's half as dense.
Oh,
It's just made of bones.
Good, right, it's made of bones. So,
It's actually
okay.
clever.
Yeah.
That's pretty clever.
Thank you.
And because I don't get this.
But seriously, where's my GM notes?
I think I already said the number, but I can't remember. 13?
13 unfortunately misses.
Why would you
Just-
do that?
I don't know.
Campaign.
You're not in my favor today. May the dice forever be in your favor.
Yes.
That sucks. Okay, so that was it for your
I
turn?
can't remember her name. Skizzy.
And
And I post.
Alright. Attacks coming at Nymeria. Because you jacked it up. Ooh, yeah. There we go. 26 to
That
hit.
we battled and beat, and then he sucked
You're
the
gonna
soul out of
take
her.
14
Oh,
points
no,
of
I was
damage.
doing 100
Okay,
days reference.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I
So
was
reduce that to
thinking about
7.
one character, he had to suck the soul out.
Unfortunately, the second attack was a critical hit.
Whatever they say in other games, yeah.
That does
It's
suck.
meant to die from me.
You still have your pearl and your diamond in the.
And 19 points of damage on that
It's
one.
in the bank.
And
Oh, that stuff, yeah.
because both
Ouch,
it's-
that really hurt.
because both attacks hit, it actually engulfs you.
I'm bleeding out.
Similar to the shambling mounds that you guys have fought before, it's
But
essentially
I just
swallows
say,
you.
I
You are
don't
now
think I have
inside
that
this
black
bag
pearl
of
on my
bones.
board.
You are blinded, restrained, and unable to
Yeah.
breathe.
Purple.
You will make a
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw at the beginning of your turn or take damage.
Although it's technically in my inventory.
And that's that
I'll
one.
find out later what I get to keep.
So you are now.
I just wanted to find some answers.
Wait,
Right?
what? Did it just eat you?
It swallowed her, yeah.
Well, I mean, it shouldn't be too bad. It's made out of bone, so you can still breathe.
No.
No.
Unfortunately, yeah.
She can't operate.
How does that work?
I don't
I
know.
don't know. 14 to hit?
Nope. Yeah, keep these low ones because I'm
I-
loving this. Right? I guess this is what's.
A natural
It's not.
1
It's
or...
not hitting me, so I can't hit it. That's how the dire
13?
Nope.
The second one's going to take its 2 attacks, and I'm going to remember advantage before I click on it.
Oh, yes.
Good job.
A 19 to hit.
Yes.
That one does.
He's ready.
You take 12, halved 6,
6.
and the last attack, probably not, 14.
Nope.
The one is now mad that, oh, I'm sorry, the drow didn't take his turn.
And he runs further away.
Miss. And since that one is close, you're absolutely right, he would run.
I don't think he would be joining in this because if we die, whatever.
Yeah. No sweat off his balls,
Yeah.
as they say. This one, is it going to chase him or you guys? Let's find out. Ooh, I caught it with my knees. It chases him.
Oh, I can't help him.
And it dashes to get up on him.
I mean, no sweat off my non-existent balls. He dies, so. As long as I can at least see my
Wolzira,
two compatriots.
you saw your
So-
friend get swallowed and scream. And you remember a similar situation happening to similar creatures, but they were made of vegetables. And they swallowed, I think you and Wolzira, or Oz. It was the same place you guys found that journal. Like there was a leg on the ground.
I mean, hopefully I can kill the creature.
Anyways.
You can get
Oh,
out.
yeah.
You know bad things are going to happen if she
Throw
stays
it lower
swallowed.
his movement
Yeah,
city.
yeah. So, okay.
I was like, hopefully I can
Like,
get you out.
not really,
Thank
like,
you.
I mean, attack from the inside?
I don't know what to
I can't.
do.
Wait, why not?
Is there...
Blinded, restrained, and unable to breathe. It just means your attack has disadvantage.
Oh, well, either, yeah, just
Yeah.
have disadvantage. You can still attack.
Oh,
Stab
okay.
it.
You made it sound like I'm like hopeless. Hopeless.
No,
I'm
you can
screwed.
stab from the inside and cut your way on them.
I mean,
That might
you
work.
can't really attack it without attack. Can I do vicious mockery at it? I don't know if it has ears.
I tried. Oh, I can't see.
And I don't want to do like a
It
fireball.
does it have to understand the language? It doesn't. It just has to be able to hear. Although not need to understand the
At
language.
a creature you can see within range
Fireball
if
us.
the target can hear you. As though it need
mean,
not understand.
It's worth a shot, but you don't see ears on it.
Yeah. And it's made of bones.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't think it has ears. It probably has bones, like the bone holes. But, if I throw shit at it, it's gonna damage everybody else in the club. And I don't know if I want to do that to everybody else in the club. You want to bring it? I don't know about. I can't say it out loud. What does this one do? What do you do? What's going on?
A metagame for
Regardless of what anybody says, I already know what 42's doing, and you just got swallowed, and someone I've already been attacking, so I'm gonna continue.
Inside the body.
Oh, I'm fine.
You're in the body.
No, I'm not.
Oh, he's fine.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Is there a way I can swoop back down? Because I know I'm like 30 feet up. So
Yeah.
if I go 30 feet and then 20 feet this direction.
I don't like that it just got
I'm just gonna try to get closer to them.
Okay. So you're closer to ground level, or do you want to? Because I think you can move even further. I think.
Oh yeah.
Because your movement's 50, and being a diagonal, depending on how much.
That means I could be.
Where do you want to end? How high off the ground do you want to end?
Then I want to end about like 10 feet.
Okay, so I would say you can move forward like 40 from where you were, because you're only
Okay.
descending 10 feet.
Yeah. So about there-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Alright. Shit. And I'm not close enough to really attack it, huh?
But keep in mind too, you're the only one who can cast Cure now. It's only you, the robot, and the
I'm
thief.
having a mad stupid problem.
A
and I don't
cure?
like it.
To cure anybody.
Anybody.
Cure wounds?
You're the only one who can cast magic.
We'll see square.
It's just the three of you now.
Yeah.
I have no spells whatsoever.
The hypotenuse
I know, I'm-
is the sum of the length
Shit.
squared.
Okay. Fine.
Oh, okay. I wasn't doing that addition.
Fine.
And then that.
Right, because she's dropping 15.
Well, no.
and
So
going
it would
forward.
be the square root of 50 would be the distance.
Right, a squared plus b squared.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to calculate,
And
but I
you-
wasn't adding, so I was going, well, 25, 25, 25, but that's fine. That can't be right. I have to add the 25.
So, what do you want to do, Walls?
Despite the fact of repeating.
Use your
b
movement to
squared
get
plus
there.
b squared.
You still have an action and a bonus action.
Ah. Okay, you know what? I'm just. Man. I'm gonna
And then
fireball
because
at
I'm
it.
curious.
I'm gonna fireball at them.
Sure.
Yeah. All three of them.
Thank you. I was like, I know there's a way.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it without even hitting
You
42.
do the number, then read it.
Then that's even.
Right? Oh, no, it wouldn't, because it would miss that one. Yep, sorry, you would have to hit 42 as well.
I haven't had to use a calculator in so long.
Well, then I'll hit them both.
Which one, 2x?
Good luck and Godspeed.
Okay, so it'd be about 7.
Alright, dexterity saving throws, right?
Yes.
42, dexterity saving throw.
Bring it! Go crap. Go away,
It is what it
calculator.
is. Either I kill the boss.
And this is like
or
from a
they-
fireball, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Perfect, I have advantage.
Good. Get that advantage off.
So that's how I cleared the calculator. I forgot to use the phone.
A 9, 11, and 7. So, I'm pretty sure all three of them fail, right?
Yeah, they all failed. Good, they better.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, me. Yes, me.
Haha, 20.
I
Nice.
got a 24.
24.
Killed them all.
So, you take half because you succeeded is 12, half again because you're. No, not half because
No,
you're raging.
rage doesn't affect spells.
Right, so 12 for you.
And that thing only gives me advantage, not if I succeed, I miss. That's the thief thing, I think.
Correct. Uncanny dodge allows.
Yeah.
Or, no, it's the other. Evasion. Yeah.
Yeah,
You-
okay, so 12.
The first one that has Nymeria seems to be extremely weak, but still together. But it hit.
Okay, well.
You're fine. You have total cover inside the thing, so you don't actually take damage.
Sweet. Oh. The more you know.
Okay, I'm taking my 12.
Bonus action.
So are you gonna be a healing cleric?
No.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna have some.
Be a tinky
Well,
cleric.
he's a paladin, but we're both gonna be like this. So
Okay. You'll be a tank and you'll be a healer.
Anything else, Walls?
Yeah, you can-
Bonus action.
Yeah.
Like, I can
Doesn't really work
Does
like that,
anybody want a
100%,
bardic
but-
inspiration for
I
free?
can like
Not really for free for me,
keep
but
you from dying.
it's for free for
Sure.
you.
Same thing with them.
Well, I think be
No.
more.
Give it to 42, right?
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Yeah,
That's your only
yeah.
option. Beginning of your turn, you can feel the bones like begin to constrict on you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Be more the one where you're out there, you're kinky, and you're healing, like when somebody goes down.
I can reroll once.
Just make sure they don't
Because you're
die.
lucky.
Hey,
Like I have.
Thank goodness.
Spare the dying.
14.
So it's more like
It's
that.
what
where
you
I'm gonna
needed
attack.
to succeed.
Good job, okay.
You do not take damage. As it begins to crush amongst you, you like quickly situate your armor in such a way that the armor takes all of it and it like stiffens up and you're okay. So the turn is yours. You are blinded, restrained, and
Mass healing,
unable to breathe,
mass
but
healing, that kill everybody that's
What's your Constitution modifier?
I'd be the one that
It's
runs
positive,
it up
right?
and actually gets in the fun.
Yeah. So you've got a couple turns before you need to start worrying about running out of breath.
Okay.
Or even if
I'll
you
just
draw.
stab at it.
Sure.
It's like, oh, you're dropping. I'm gonna make sure you're
so you're not gonna
It is disadvantaged because you are restrained. Like you're being. I will say that sneak attack does apply because I can't think of anywhere more vulnerable than the inside.
So, 12 plus 10, 22.
22 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage, but I'm pretty sure even your minimum sneak attack damage will kill it.
So it's kind of one of those.
Alright.
That's kind of where I'm leaning more
So
towards.
that one,
And then more like helping, like giving you like resistance and stuff is more of what problem is.
9 plus 23.
Yeah. You obliterate it. As you feel a slight warmth on the outside, you're like, is it getting hot in here or is it me? And it starts to squeeze you and you're like, no, you fucking don't. And then just a bunch of bones like splatter around everywhere. And then Nymeria is standing in that spot.
Sweet.
Oh, good job, Nymeria.
Can't
Thank you.
mark it dead because I lost.
I don't feel good.
And then you now have movement. You are no longer restrained. You are no longer blinded. You have a bonus action if you want it. As a thief, you can disengage, hide, and dash as a bonus action. And then 42, you'll be up.
No, we know what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna do it. The one. It's actually.
I'm gonna stay right here.
Okay.
I'm behind it. I'm behind it.
Being a Lightfoot halfling, you can actually take the hide action, even if you were only hidden by a creature bigger than you.
Closest to.
So you could attempt to hide behind 42.
Yes, I will definitely.
Yeah, give me a stealth check. Yep.
Is that a bonus action?
As a bonus action, thieves can dash, disengage, or hide.
Yeah. It's super nice.
So, sorry, what was yours to hit?
20.
20 hits, yes. 18 plus 13, is that what you said?
Well,
Jesus.
You are hidden.
42 doesn't even know you're behind them.
You popped out and then just gone. 29 points of damage.
Nice.
And just to reiterate, I'm attacking the one closest to Waz, the one closest to me.
Oh.
Of the two.
Okay, I got you. What was the damage again? I'm sorry, 22?
No, 29.
29, thank you.
Instead of using feats, you did the
And...
Second attack, same target?
Oh, yeah.
What feat did I
Nope,
do?
nope, nope,
Wait
don't
a minute, maybe I want that instead.
Nat 20, baby.
There we go.
Yeah.
Bring the
Unfortunately,
pain.
my rolls were shitty. So we'll double 6, or we'll double 3. 6, then we get to double this one because of the whole bonus critical thingy.
Right. It's 2d6 for your greatsword, isn't it?
That's what I rolled. It was a 1 and a 2.
Oh.
But I can't re-roll those. I don't have that ability.
Yep, that shit. Is what's total? Plus the 10?
6.
Is there any OGs?
6.
No.
God damn it!
Nope.
I did more damage with a not critical. Because we're gonna be at 27.
27?
27.
Still a good hit.
Yeah, but I get a bonus action now to attack
You
again.
do? Yep. It seems to be half as dense as when it started.
Okay.
And that's...
I was really hoping for another 20 because that would have been hilarious. 16.
Hits, yes.
Yes! 5 plus 17, 22.
Nice. Bring in the pain. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright, here they come at you.
Yeah!
Advantage on the first attack
There's only attacks.
is 23 to hit.
That hits.
I hate when the fucking
But
dice-
so far, Waz has done more damage to me than these snakes.
16 points of damage. Bludgeoning damage halved is 8.
Oh, there we I think they just took the lead. But that's alright, that's multiple attacks by them.
And a 17 to hit on the second attack.
Yep. Here we go, this is how it's supposed to happen.
Yep. You take 14 halved 7.
7.
And because both attacks hit, you are engulfed.
Oh no!
You got eaten.
God damn it!
Hey,
Stay out of those bones!
Unfortunately, that leaves you now just... Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And they have blind sight, so they know you're there. Unfortunately, the one that remains that was going to attack 42 cannot.
Oh, it can if it wants, right?
Well,
I mean,
To fight its friends, to try to.
No, I don't think
yeah, I was trying to get on the
so.
inside.
I'm not even at half life.
No, don't give me the damn picture.
And you know what? If a little
Stats
tiny
pack.
Nymeria the second popped out, I don't see why a big old 42 can't.
If I can do it.
Yeah.
So,
There they are. Okay. So it's gonna move forward. And 2 attacks to you, Nymeria.
Fail, fail, fail.
11
I got it.
Fails.
and 15.
Fails!
Nice.
You see it coming this time. The third one's gonna go ahead and make its attacks against that guy.
Oh no, poor that guy.
I'm just gonna roll with advantage. Let's see what the 2 numbers
good thing
are.
I can't
13
see it up
and
here.
a
Oh, I
14.
forgot about that game.
Yeah.
Well, he's not my problem.
Earlier,
You're right now, you were preoccupied
Wolzira,
popping
you're up.
out of it, making a snake
I
explode.
guess.
Whatever exactly you did.
I guess
That's why I was
I'm
like,
gonna
well, rupture and
God damn it.
You can see Nymeria looks pretty fucking hurt.
oh.
Yeah, I'm creepy. Oh.
She's stumbling.
Yeah.
Gushing
I'm
out.
gonna.
Although it would be hilarious.
I'm gonna fly on
Yeah,
over.
man.
I'm gonna fly on over and touch Nymeria and
Accept
give her a
your touching.
Doesn't
cure
get upset
wounds.
because god damn it, I make all these plans and they go and fuck stuff up.
The best laid plans of
Let's
mice
get
and
these
men
cure
often
wounds,
go awry.
somebody.
Yes, please. I'll take it.
Yes.
She tried to peck the mouse and doing it.
It's a 1d8 plus 4. A 1d8 plus 4. Is 6.
Yay!
You get a 6.
Is the joke supposed to be that
So
there
you
is
think
no
I
K
win?
in the first
Still
name?
beating
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I stuck with
My name is
C's.
Eric with a K. And they're gonna be like, okay,
It
you're
doesn't
right, my name
matter,
is not
it's
my name.
not
You said it's your name, Eric with a K.
right.
Yes, Eric with a K.
That would have been 15 feet.
So I hope you have to register.
So I'm
for
about
something. That is
there-ish,
great.
or probably there-ish.
Like that's your last name with a K?
Yeah.
We had a baby, it's a boy. For those of you old enough to remember that commercial.
Yes, I do. Yep.
On a payphone.
Yeah.
You youngsters are like, what? Anyway, so I heard you walked or flew over.
I flew over,
Touched
I
her?
touched her, I gave her cure wounds.
Always reminds me of Butters. Yeah, that's alright, buddy.
You're okay. And I'm right there next to her still. I don't know if she
You're hovering
wants
down
to
low
jump
because
on the broom. If I hover down low enough, you
Yes,
can.
I will accept your broom invitation.
Okay, get on my broom.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay. Somewhere.
Thanks.
And then
is the idea to like fly up right now with her?
yeah, I'll fly up, but I don't think I'm quite in the spot to fly up.
Yeah,
What did you
sure.
use your action last turn for something, right? Nymeria?
She used her bonus action to hide and she broke herself out.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say unfortunately you can't use a reaction to mount a broom. It's gonna take
Oh,
half
it's
your
next- I
movement.
apologize.
Right.
It's next to my
Yeah,
next
so-
turn, I can say, okay.
Okay,
goodbye.
so I'll just
Right.
hover down low enough to get her when she comes on her
As
turn.
soon as I can.
Just swing around and be like, hop on!
Okay,
And end your turn.
so
Or inspiration.
I'll be like, I don't know how tall you are.
I'm
About
short.
3.
About 3. I'll be about 3 off the ground for you, okay?
You better be on the jump. About 2. You're
About
also
2. I'll
stuck.
be about 2 off the ground.
And right next to her still?
Did you?
Yeah, because I just cured her and then,
I will say you've noticed these things are rather slow.
I need the bardic inspiration.
yeah.
If you moved away, you could probably get far enough away where she could catch you, but they wouldn't necessarily. And she's pretty good at.
I can run and
Running.
I
Okay.
can run and jump.
Then you know what? I'll go about.
Because I understand what you guys are trying to do, and
Yeah.
like if you just wait till your turn, hop on the broom, and then they're gonna attack you guys on the broom. And
Rude.
You off
Right.
the bird.
How dare they?
but if you go far enough away, like, hey, get to me, and I think we'll be okay.
Do you think? About. I think about there-ish. About
And you're
there-ish.
nice and low to the ground.
Yeah, nice and low.
Wolzira, come with me if you want to live, right? Nymeria, you're up. Do you want to live?
Would you like to live?
I would like to. I just feel kind of bad for 42 right now. But
So you know they're gonna attack you when you just run away, right?
I
So,
disengage.
there you
There you
go.
go.
Action or bonus action, your choice.
Crying. Does it matter?
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
kind of depending on what you want to do
During the
next.
rest of your-
Because you could use your action before you run.
Can
because
you
you
use
can
your bonus
bonus.
action before your
You
regular
can
action?
whack them and
Yes.
then run.
Thieves are
I'm
special.
going to-
So you could use your action to stab and then disengage and bounce.
I use my 5 feet to attack this guy.
What?
Use my action to
What am I
attack
looking
it.
at?
Sure. The one that swallowed 42?
Yes.
Unfortunately, 42 is not a hostile, so you don't have sneak attack,
You have.
but you can still shank it. Sure.
I just,
Well,
yeah,
Yep.
I just want to give it a little stab.
Go for
A
it.
little stabby
Little
stab.
Yeah.
party
You put
joint.
something into wisdom.
23 to hit.
23 to hit. Does hit. Oh, yeah.
Still messing with my give and take.
7 points of damage.
7. Yeah. So you walk up and like, maybe I can give him an air hole. All right.
I will disengage.
Disengage is your bonus action.
So 5, 10, 15, 20,
Yeah. And then, what's your total movement? Are you,
25.
ooh, it is only 25. So you're not able to mount the broom, but I will say you're able to like, just reach up and grab it.
Okay.
Right? So when Walls moves, you will move with it, but you're not safely mounted on it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right.
You're clean.
Pull on time, otherwise
I
I
Yeah.
probably
Reaction
didn't
is
eat
to
any
hold on
fried
to
chicken
this.
before this
Yeah,
because
those are
you'd
your
be
options. You
screwed.
So that means you should have to have like at least what, 15 to mount it?
At 25, you round down, so 10.
Oh, so you're only
Yeah,
total
only
18.
10 to mount.
That's
Yeah,
not-
always round down.
Yeah, total at 18 as well.
Beginning of 42's turn,
Good.
you feel the bones begin to constrict
What do I
on
need to
you.
do?
Con save.
Con save.
Oh, good. That's a good one for me.
Yep.
That's what I used to
Do
say.
I have any?
Oh.
See? Nat 1.
I'll push the button.
I'll push the button.
Was it a nat 1?
Yes.
Because I got max damage. 20. 20 points of bludgeoning damage, halved because you're raging. So 10 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
as the
God,
bones
it died!
constrict around you. But you have your turn. You are blinded. You are restrained and unable to breathe. But you
I don't care. Well,
You don't
breathing
breathe.
doesn't affect me.
Exactly.
But I can still reckless.
Correct, which will make it a straight roll.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
So only one of them.
It's more of like a thrust with your great sword. It's
Yeah.
like really all you can do.
Yeah.
Blindly swinging.
Yeah, there's no swing.
Hey, I don't think I need to use
Literally
it.
like a thrust is about all you can get.
18.
But 18 hits, oh yeah.
Unfortunately, the damage wasn't that high. We're at 20.
20 points of damage on the one that engulfed you. It was actually not the one that you fucked up. That's right. It's this
I
one.
know it wasn't. I hated that too. When you put me into that one, it's like, son of a bitch.
He just happened to attack first.
Yeah.
Okay, it hits.
Do it again. Do it again. You won't. Come on, say it. Say it. Oh, you can't really do Great Weapon Master, can you?
Why not?
What I normally use.
Yeah.
So you only did 3 damage with Great Weapon Master?
What?
Yeah.
I just did 20 points of damage.
Oh, I thought you said only. I saw 3. I'm sorry.
Plus 17.
Okay, never mind. I was like, you only did 3 fucking damage, dude?
No, he never does single digit.
No.
No, I can't do single digit because it's at least 14. Or
Inspiration, do you have it?
14. That's right. You know what? That actually might.
It has a chance.
It does have a chance. That's what I have to check for.
Yeah?
Hey, there we go. We're at 15.
15 hits?
Yes!
Okay, 5 plus 17, 20, 22.
22. And those of you from the outside can see, like, inside of it, like, a couple little bones are, like, breaking off here and there. And it does manage to, like, be half as dense as it was before.
Oh, okay. You did some
Mm-hmm.
I love doing stuff.
That brings us to their turn.
Oh,
They don't get
and
turns.
get that back. Thank you. That was useful.
Yes, it was.
I can't get it again right now, but
You just remembered the new song from her automaton. It's in the car.
It is.
I need to hear it to truly be inspired.
Yeah, so that's not really so cool. Since you're inside of it, it can't make a slam attack. So I need a con save as it attempts to constrict you.
Alright.
It's trying to eat you.
It was 7. Yeah, 7. I don't trust you, this specific.
You want to
guy.
hold my lucky sack?
No, wait, here, let me hold mine.
No, I got a gooder.
No, I'm holding mine right now.
Okay, this one smells better.
You're right, I
Yeah.
should have held yours.
You don't know.
Oh, I'll know. You tell me.
Well,
Is it time?
if I need to do it again, I need to work.
It's there for you, buddy.
In the early hours.
So it is able to get close enough.
Okay, deal me damage.
Yeah.
I don't think 9 passed.
Nope, a 9 does not, unfortunately. You take 19 halved is 9. 9 points of damage. And the other one is still able to get close enough to you guys within 20 feet. And it's going to go for the flyer on the broom.
Rude.
With
On the plus
a
side, I can't
11 to hit.
That is a very good plus
that
side.
misses.
Yeah. Second attack, 10
That misses.
also. Yeah. The third one is... Oh, I got to make a con save for the other guy. All right.
You're on
Poor
standby
fella.
because I can't use
Well, how's that doing over there?
Wolzira?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look over there, you don't see the guy, the drow anymore. Yeah. You're up, Wolzira. You have a halfling clinging to the bottom.
You got consumed.
Okay, well, fuck. There's a monster thing right there. I don't like that.
Wait, yeah, okay. I was thinking, I was like, wait, because you disengaged, but I didn't attack you.
Yeah.
I need to buy a shield. Do I just take it out of my gold?
Sure.
Or do I just get a shield?
Well, I mean, all of you think of a common item, those of you guys who are creating characters, a common magic item that you would like, and then present it to me, and I'll tell you if I think it's OP or not.
Wand of the Warcaster. It's a +1/1. It gives me +1 to my attacks and my damage.
Wand of the Warcast, is it the one that allows you to recharge also for your
Yeah,
world?
No, it's the attack roll. It's green.
It adds 1 to his
Oh.
attack
It's
rolls,
fine.
and you ignore
Yeah.
half damage, but his spell sniper or
That can be,
Half
yeah,
cover, yeah.
But his spell sniper, I believe, already does that.
you can have that one,
Okay.
if that's the one you want, sure. Sorry,
Okay.
so Walls, what are you doing?
So I
No, you're
am
good.
going to.
So pay for a shield. What are you looking at? Shit.
I'm gonna try.
Keep in mind, if you're a caster, you have to have a hand available
I do
to
not
cast.
have feet that I do not.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna float up like higher. Hang on.
You're probably just under the balcony.
Okay, so I
But
have
you
to
could, like,
fly, a
whoop.
little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, a little out and over. Do you want to use the disengage action?
I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, for me, it's
Is
like
that an
built
action?
initiative.
It's your action to disengage, yeah.
Okay, well then I'll have to.
Okay, so you like make a quick maneuver to get out of the...
Just the reach of that thing.
Correct, yep. And then you fly up as high as you want. It's like a 60-foot high ceiling because you're in the middle. So how high you want to go?
It was a feat.
If I was only like 2 feet off the ground to pick that one up.
Caster does.
So I need to get like I don't know.
If you go up at like 15, you'd be even with the second level. If you want to drop the gnome off. Oh, I'm sorry, not a gnome.
No, it's
Halfling.
gonna be Warcaster.
It's Warcaster to cast.
Okay,
Yes.
so yeah, I'll be about
But this
15.
one gives me
So you're like even with the railing of the second floor.
Yeah, yeah. That works.
Ooh, okay.
And that would say, yeah, that'd be just out of reach of the bone monsters.
And that's really all I can do since it's my action. And then I think I have a bonus.
Hey!
That is good.
I have one more
I
inspiration
got that
left.
with this, so I can.
Who wants
You are
it? Does
definitely
anybody
the
want
more
it?
physical. I don't. You.
And I have it.
I was like, you are definitely the more
He
physical
used
of the
it.
brothers.
Right?
I just
Yeah, I used mine to give it back to her.
Yeah, I was just asking if you want another.
You can give it to him, yeah.
Okay, she still
wanna
gave
know
me the
Even
one.
though he's
Do they have to be able to hear you, or what's the?
What are the
You have to
rules?
see them to give an
It's a
inspiration.
creature within 60 feet that can hear you. Gains an
Can I
inspiration die.
hear her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Hi, kitty.
As long as you sing loud enough. Yeah, that's how I got.
you sing a song. And
Perfect.
Here's some
I didn't think I would be able to.
inspiration.
Yeah, I'd say you could hear it from inside there. Blinded and restrained, and yeah, it's bones.
You're just blinded. You're not deaf.
Right.
Well, I mean, the fact that somebody can be suffocated.
By bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why I didn't know if there was something that would also prevent sound.
No.
I'll allow it.
Perfect.
Brings us to Nymeria's turn. You're now hovering, like, even with the
Using
balcony.
every single one she's forgiving me.
You're hovering.
I'm gonna buy
I
a
don't know.
roll.
Hanging
You
out at
wanna
the bottom
try
of the
to
broom.
get up? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like to pull myself up.
So half your movement to mount the broom.
Okay.
So 10 feet of your movement gone just by getting up, but now you're up on top of the broom with walls. There's not enough room to get both of you up there. But,
Yeah, that's
Can be
alright.
beneficial.
but you are properly seated like you would imagine.
Using your abilities.
You at least have one hand on it, so keep that in mind that you have to have at least one hand holding the broom.
Gotta hang on.
I don't know what to do if I'm way up there and
I mean, if you have any ranged stuff, you could probably.
I have no range. I have no spells. I
If
have
it would
no
raise it up a
potions.
You have no things to throw at it.
I would
No.
say. No.
I mean, I
You'll
can
know
throw some at it.
their ability to give you a total. Like throwing that one more into wisdom would up it to 18, giving you a +4 as opposed to a +3 to the modifier.
Yeah, which is what I had if I did both of them.
Yeah, I think that might be more beneficial.
Yeah, because I had them both on wisdom.
Yeah.
Maybe you could ready an action in case
Constitution.
they come up with an idea. Hey, Wolzira, go over
So,
there.
that puts that
Steer me over there and I'll stab it.
Yeah, I will ready an action to stab it.
If Wolzira
Whenever
steers
we-
you close
we
enough.
get
Yep.
close enough, yeah.
Constitution total 7.
So if I do that in the middle of her turn,
So
If she gets close to one, yep. You'll stab it and she's right next to you, so you'll
you
get sneak
don't
attack
have
too.
another odd.
Alright.
Yep. But you're now like a hood ornament that's ready to stab.
Nice.
42, you're
I
up.
would say that would give you that advantage. Oh, we know what we're doing. Recklessly to make it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Beginning of your turn, con save.
Thank you.
To see if these bones continue to crust you.
10.
You take halved 7.
Okay.
The turn is yours.
Yeah!
Blinded restrain, straight roll.
19.
That hits.
26.
26 points of damage.
You can do it.
Okay. I was hoping for that.
No.
Do it again. Do it again, buddy.
It seems about
Well,
a
hopefully,
quarter dense of
if
what it
I
was
kill
when you
it and I'm able
started.
to get out easily on this turn, the other one will be within range.
Oh.
It's alright, that's what this is for.
Alright, ready?
15.
15 hits.
Yes!
Hey.
20.
20 points of
So
damage.
inspiring today.
It's extremely weak
Damn
in
it.
its
Okay.
appearance, but it's still hanging in there.
Thank you. I've been using them like every turn.
Is that it for your turn?
As awkwardly as it is, I attempt to pose.
Yeah.
It might help.
You feel it start to constrict upon you. Give me another con save.
No, you failed me. 12?
Unfortunately, that's not good enough. As your attempts to pose actually left you exposed. 17 halves, 8. 8 points of bludgeoning damage. The other one, which cannot get to you guys who are now flying high, is going to just sort of slump back.
Yeah.
Take its 20 feet in that direction and stop.
Yeah, if you wanted to put like an odd. Potentially maybe
The other one is
fit
gonna
that
do
way,
its
or
thing.
Like I like it, but I don't know
And
if it
fail.
gives you that one to give you the bonus to the modifier. That should be the yes. I'll take it.
Dexterity, I think. Intelligence.
You guys hear somewhere to the north,
Oh.
and brings us to walls.
Think about how you
Okay.
can play them. Is intelligence really that important to you?
I'm not trying to solve it.
Can I float down maybe a couple of
According
feet
to the things that I was like, I have
just to
already,
see
because
those
already
two
I'm fighting.
fucking snake things down there?
Yeah. While you were gone, Nymeria, for her turn,
Yeah.
poised herself on the front of your boom and has her knife ready. She's like, "Just get me close to one, and I'll stab the shit out of it."
Oh.
So you currently have a halfling hood ornament that's ready to stab something.
Play your character like that.
So who you flying by?
So I was just gonna float a little bit down just to see those two, because I don't know if I can see them from where I was or not, technically.
Right,
I
yeah,
wanted
you'd have to
try
come down a
do
little
like
bit.
a shatter on them.
Okay. 10-foot square, you can easily get both of them.
Yeah.
They make dex saves. Con saves.
Yeah.
Does bone count as stone?
No, unfortunately.
Sure.
They're not like petrified. An 8
No.
or a, that one's better, 18.
Depending on what your
So
the different
fail,
traits.
succeed.
Yes.
Alright.
Depending on your
That's B
background.
and C.
Goes to the background.
B, C, yep.
Alright, we're rolling it.
B takes full, C takes half.
11.
11. It is barely hanging together. You can like start to see bits of
So they're
42
getting after
inside of the mass.
Now go
of bones.
It lets you also choose skill proficiencies.
Okay.
If it
Well, I don't have any
you have
more
already chosen someone
inspirations
else
to
after
give
your
out, so.
survival, replace it 'cause they
You have more movement, and Nymeria asked you to get close so she could stab the shit out of something.
You always want to get close.
It's up to you. You don't have to do it. You can say, no, that's too dangerous.
That's why I
But
didn't say anything. 'Cause
your
Yeah.
friend is inside of one. I'm just reminding you
I'm
because
ready.
you weren't here when she said it.
Yeah, I get it. So she's well, we're a little lower, so
It's sometimes if you might accidentally
I'm gonna
double
float
up,
a
like you're
little
doing,
bit
like, "Ooh, I wonder if
closer
that's
to
here."
them, but I'm not gonna
And
get
then
back.
Not with the
No,
melee
not
range.
yet.
Okay.
You don't want that
That's fine.
skill.
Brings us to the draw's turn. Hey, another success. Oh. Nope.
Nothing wrong with that.
You can turn on the heater if anybody's cold. Go for it. Nymeria, you're up.
It's just because he's
So,
wearing shorts.
They got you
it's, like, weird
lower to the
shit.
ground. How low did you? You had to get underneath
Like,
the balcony,
underneath the balcony.
but it's still hugging the ceiling. Yeah. So you can theoretically drop and give me an easy acrobatics check to not take damage,
there won't
or
be.
continue to be a hood ornament, whatever you want to do.
Defeats will normally only give you
You
one.
can
Or
do
something else.
whatever you like.
If
Like I
I drop
said,
it, doesn't take any
Now the one
movement,
from
right?
Unless you're
correct
Right.
seven.
Because I'm just dropping.
Stop
it.
it.
You can potentially
acrobatics
check
check
with
for
your
your
feet. It
landing
also gives you a con,
to see
so
if
that'll
you
keep it at
stick the landing
16.
or not. There's a
Still
possibility
gives you
you'll land
plus
prone
3.
if you fail the roll.
Plus 2, the
No,
modifier.
Because you're at 15 feet,
No,
which
16.
is like
16 's
5
fine.
times your height.
And if I rolled like a
Yeah,
1, I
6
could
plus
do
3,
damage, right?
because it's at 17.
Yeah, go and land
But I guess
prone.
if I rolled a 1, I could re-roll.
Because I added.
You
the-
sure could. And
Well,
with your
I wanted
acrobatics
to.
modifier, probably really
Plus
good.
13.
Yeah.
Oh shit! God damn.
You
Okay.
got this. You got this.
Alright, I'll
What?
drop
Go do
down.
some ninja shit. Go stab him.
No,
for
total
42.
something's over like
He'll wreck the next
meeting.
And also
Yeah,
remember,
that ability
critical
improvement, you can potentially replace
attacks
that
and
double
or
plus
critical
difference.
hits and fails don't
Each
apply to
trait
checks.
that will give you
So
one
even if you roll a
concentration,
1,
because that
it's-
makes it 16,
there's still a chance it
which
could
will
succeed
still
with your
give you that plus
modifiers.
3 to modify.
Gotcha.
So minimum you could do is a 2 because of your feet. Well, if you roll 2
Right now,
ones.
that extra 1 point
14, you're probably
doesn't-
safe.
Probably. Okay.
So that's kind of.
So yeah, 16 plus 13.
Yeah, you drop, and I'll even give you, yeah. You manage to hit the ground and
I leave
roll
it
in the
all.
direction that you want to go.
Like, okay. And then we'll
If
go-
you wanted to leap immediately, I would say that counts as a running start of only 5 feet instead of 10, but I don't think you're going to jump.
You
So.
can then choose then to put 2 points
So,
in,
5
which will
movement.
put it to 18.
Yeah.
So you get a plus
I
4.
will-
And like a planned maneuver, you drop and cannonball roll,
Yeah.
pop open.
That's what I'm going for.
What's the-
Ooh, 15 to hit.
That hits.
Spill me out. Spill me out.
It's gonna
We're
happen.
gonna work on it.
It's gonna happen.
I don't know what
And
your
then I'm gonna
modifier
land on
is, so I don't know if your minimum damage will do it or not.
Do your maximum then.
9 points down.
9 points of damage, and with that, there's like you manage to find the point where like a couple of spines connect and just pink, it like splits open like an egg, and there's 42 posing inside of it.
Alright, I
What's the
disengage.
test? Fuck.
Am I can't think of the word.
Prone?
Prone.
Yes.
It does not say you exit prone,
Oh.
so
Then,
yeah.
The post help you there, buddy.
that's what I'm going with.
The
I've
post
landed
help
in my
you.
pose.
Disengage, and I'm gonna go back.
You don't have to; it's dead.
Oh.
It just sort of spills into a pile of bones again. Yeah.
I'm still okay, so I'm still gonna go 5, 10. I know I'm gonna be
Thank you, Lady
underneath
Nymeria.
her
Sure.
because I know she's
Yeah,
up higher.
she's hugging the ceiling.
But should I be on the side or is that okay?
That's fine. Yeah, you're jumping underneath her. Yeah, well, Wolzira has a habit of
Well,
taking 4 squares, but 42.
I do.
All of a sudden, you can see again.
And then I see you run away, so thank you, Lady Nymeria. Nymeria, the second.
Yes.
Oh, closer! Because I know what my duty is.
Smash.
Duty.
I don't know what it feels like, but I know what it is.
What does it feel like to be?
But now I don't have that negative to my rolls.
To my wax.
And 14?
To hit,
Yes.
unfortunately misses.
Oh, well, at least we know what the minimum is. Ugh. Come on, guy. Where's your lucky sack?
Oh, you want it now?
Well, I wasn't holding it before and it was bad luck, so I had to wait till my next turn.
Set it in my hand. Like how he just laid his hands out and was like, sack me.
19.
There you go.
Yep.
It's only weird if it doesn't work.
Yep. And 24 points of damage.
Nice. It's got some hollow spots where you can start to see through it, but it's still there. You said 24, correct?
7, 17. Yes, 24.
Okay. Anything else? That was your 2 attacks.
You know, this is probably sound crazy, but
I'm opposed.
I'm gonna pose.
I gotta think of a 10 base bonus.
All right. It's coming after you with advantage.
Suck it, brother.
21 to hit.
Because I won't be
I want to
around.
make sure I got it.
So 7 is the halved amount.
The older brother or the younger brother?
You take 7. 23 on the second attack to hit, which also hits, I assume.
Yeah.
You take another 16 halved 8.
I'm sorry, what was the first amount?
7, 7 and 8. And you were engulfed once again.
Bring it!
God.
Because both of them hit. The other one is going to constrict and...
Okay, we'll chaos roll it. One auto.
Bringing us to Wolzira, I believe is the end. Yep.
You're the younger brother.
Alright, well, I'm gonna have to hit it again. So, poor dude keeps getting trapped in there.
It's fun.
You guys try it. It's great.
I'm gonna try to shatter that creature right there that's got him in there.
Okay.
Wonder how that will
Con save for shatter,
Yes.
right?
Uh-huh.
Sorry, that got so loud.
Yeah, that got really intense there for a minute. I was like, damn,
A
I did
15?
Happening.
A 15? Fails.
Okay, roll damage.
Okay. Boom. He died. What did I get? A piece?
17.
Okay. I couldn't see that other die.
And with that, it seems to fall apart around like a fragile eggshell, revealing 42 once again in a feat of deja vu.
I guess there wouldn't have a facial expression or be breathing, but
You can have angry eyebrows.
Right.
I'm sure there's like
Angry eyebrows,
You just see
heavy
those
breath,
twitching.
heavy breath.
an LED screen or something.
exasperation,
And then what else you want to do?
exhilaration.
There's one more over there as you turn around and look and like, hey, wait, where's our guide?
Whoops.
You joined me in the funness.
You guys aren't gonna know where the secret doors
You know
are.
what? I can't really do much else. I mean, I could get closer, but I'm still in range to attack him. But you know what? Fuck it. I'll get closer.
But fuck it.
Oh,
Oh, you're still okay. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm underneath you.
Oh,
time for fun.
well, do you want me to pick you up again? Then I could do that. I could pick you up again.
Sure.
Okay. I'll get low and pick her up again. If she could be picked
Get
up.
ready.
Ooh, chills.
You get low and assume the mounting position.
And I'm assuming it. Oh, sorry.
And that's a fail.
You know when you take a short rest, those are hit die that you the die that you
You'll get me over this a lot faster. Dude.
That's hit die.
Oh.
We go zoom zoom.
Oh.
Yeah, like your Constitution modifier.
Nymeria, you're up.
Yeah, so
I'm out of the room.
Room, half your movement to mount the room.
add an additional 3.
Ready in
I
action?
ready my weapon when we get close.
You assume your position on the front of the room.
I'm ready to stab you.
42.
Or I think you roll one. What?
You're fighting.
Oh, it's my turn? Well, unfortunately, I can't get to it without dashing.
Without dash.
And
Give me an intelligence check.
interesting. Sure.
Your computer, you should be super smart. Do you have a Wi-Fi card?
I'm sorry, you said intelligence check?
Yes.
Okay.
We gotta be smart.
He's really like back on his iOS update.
He's like internet
14.
poor.
A 14. Your tactical mind sort of tells you these things only move about 20 feet or so. Rushing in may or may not be a tactical advantage.
You know, strangely enough, that wasn't what I was thinking, but I didn't plan on dashing. Well, what I was about to say was, I was going to limply
Hobble over,
to
leaking transmission fluid.
Everywhere.
Bleeding out too.
Okay, I think that's 20. Damn, he's still within range.
You're at 25, I think.
No, him.
Right. You want to be 25, right? So it can't quite get to you.
That should be now be 25.
Good. Yep, definitely.
But limply move there and then use the dodge action.
Cool.
And technically in the next move I can get to it in 35 movement. I guess 25 movement.
It's way up to you.
No, stop there.
Yes, that's its
Okay,
20.
good.
It's gonna use its dash.
Stop. That's fine.
Yep, like it's done in the past. Up to there.
Wow.
And use its, yeah.
Is the guy inside of it or just?
Yep, and he dashed, so he can't use his action to constrict. I fucked that up.
Ooh. No, it's fine.
Yeah, yep, exactly. I'll roll with it. That's the last one remaining, so walls.
Okay.
You guys hear?
Huh?
I don't know what you
Okay, well, I hear a dude in there, so we gotta get our dude out.
We need our guide back. That's where the secret door is.
It's a great one. Turn you on there.
That's +1 con.
Because we should have
Some
thought
have,
of
but some will say like.
This is.
I will say it does look about half as dense as when it first started. So your guy inside has been chipping away at it.
Right, good job, guy.
I'm gonna see,
There's mostly
because you're on my room, and you have a sword, right?
Yep, I'm ready to attack. Whenever you get close.
So if I
you get close
swoop in there and I just go and glide across or whatever, like beside him and
You want to do a drive-by stabbing?
yeah, drive by stab.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
Okay.
you get close enough because, like, your broom is big enough where you can get Nymeria in range without you being in range necessarily. You know what I'm saying? Like, right? You just want to get the tip close, right?
Yeah.
Give him just the tip, the sharp, pointy
Like about this
halfling
side.
tip. Yeah, and you have sneak attack will apply because 42 is right there. Roll it.
Yeah.
Well, she's with me too, so that.
Yeah, but she's technically behind you, and like if she's trying to stay out of range herself, but you're fine. Yeah, it applies because it's 42.
It's a good one if you go over the
Shink it.
21 to hit.
21 hits. Roll that sweet damage and sneak attack.
Yeah, it's add con.
Nice.
And you get that one so that you're still at the 16.
But I'll have
And when you just said okay, you make your hit better. It makes-
9 plus 13, 22.
22 points of damage.
I don't know. Yeah, because it would add to your other weapon too, and that's why.
What do you say in response?
It'd only be one different.
This?
Yeah.
I thought this was just
all
your
day
paper. I didn't know we were actually doing this. I
Well,
thought this is what
that's
you
what
were
you
gonna do.
hear. Yeah.
Oh, I misread that.
Oh,
Okay.
you chose that?
I had the damage.
it says
20.
I just thought it gave you.
Yeah, I got that.
Oh,
Alright,
yeah.
I got the damage. Anything else for your turn? Oh, sorry, no, it's her turn. Right, that was your reaction. Yes, thank you.
So I'm gonna keep going. I think I was about 30 feet, so
but
4 plus that 3, so it would have been 3.
50-ish. So I'm gonna be right here, just to be out of range.
Oh, maybe proficiency isn't doubling. Maybe
So
it's
Now I don't-
that's
now I go back to-
well, no, because I didn't really do.
You're excited about trying the other one?
I was.
Yeah.
No,
There
that
okay.
will probably still be an opportunity for that.
Okay.
Which one?
Well,
This
I
one or
can
this
also
one?
do an
Both.
action, I
Okay.
guess.
Okay, then yeah.
So Vakis is open to the idea.
Yeah.
I know. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna shatter him again
Yeah.
and see if he'll
And
die.
keep 42 out of it.
Yeah, I'll try to keep 42.
Okay. Con save, right?
Yes.
it keeps my con up.
Uh,
It keeps me
5.
Fail.
Roll it.
Yay. Give me something good. I
I
got a 3.
3 points of damage on your shatter?
It was 1, 1, and 1.
Ouch.
Wow, yeah.
That sucks.
Oh, good. Maybe
That's
maybe
what
now
I
I have the better die rolls.
That's like a second level spell, right?
Yeah,
Or first. Ouch.
Second level.
Man, that
I know.
sucks. Sorry about that.
It's okay, it happens.
There is a feat that allows you to re-roll ones on magic damage. Magic initiative. Magic initiative. Look into it. Anyways, that's your action. Bonus action if you have anything.
I don't have anything.
Alright. Brings us to the guy, he failed that.
Yeah. Because except you're not losing anything with Constitution modifier, and you're gaining
nope.
that proficiency in the Constitution saving throw. I
And
think
nope.
Yep.
Yeah, our little friend. You see like something kicking around inside of it, but there's not a lot of bones like flying off of it. Nymeria, you're up.
Strength wise, I'm +2.
You did a good drive-by stabbing, and you're now 20 feet away or so. How high are you?
Yeah,
I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna be about
I wanted
10.
the strength up so when
Okay.
I
About
hit
10,
something,
because I'm
but at
under
least
the
you
ledge,
get
I think. So I'm gonna be about 10 feet high.
+2, but this
Not
is
quite
where
at the
I'm-
ceiling, but almost.
Oh.
You know.
So I could probably do the
You
acrobatics.
can drop for
It
no
says
at
that I'm
10
proficient
is the
in
minimum.
Oh, just fall
Yep,
down.
you're fine at 10.
Bonus. Is that's not included here. Like I'm proficient in battle axes and warps. Doesn't add it on the plus.
Actually, instead of writing it, I'll just talk to you in a little bit. We'll take a break here shortly. Yeah.
Okay.
You
I will jump down.
Trying to figure it
What
out.
gives you proficiency?
I'm
Just
doing
straight paladin, like no
15.
multi-class or anything? That's gonna be.
Get close enough. Yeah.
And
You do what you do.
Oh,
Stab it.
18 plus 10.
Oh, yeah.
28. Damn.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna have one more thing.
I don't know.
Why is my strength so
I
low?
don't know if that's because I'm a dwarf.
Because you only have a plus 15.
Your proficiency plus your strength plus my 6.
Got it. So it's already
That.
It's rounded
Is
down,
it added
so you'll
proficiency?
get another
It's
one
different
if you
proficiency.
get 16.
28 points of damage.
And then plus
28. Not quite enough, but it's barely hanging together, man. You do have the offhand attack. Remember, you can bonus action offhand attack, but there's no modifier, no sneak attack. But you hit, so don't do it. Offhand attack is great when you miss with the first one, because then you have a second chance to sneak attack.
Oh, gotcha.
Right. So
What's your worth more
Thank you.
disengage as bonus action.
Disengage, yep, and I have-
You run up and you're like, "Fuck you!"
The next
Oh
one,
shit!
That's as far as I can go.
That's all your movement.
Yeah.
All right.
At least for this person.
42. Can you do it? It's barely hanging together now.
These ones are
You
stupid.
can do
Rapid
it.
fire
You can do
ball.
it.
It's 10
We
D6.
believe
So
in
you only
you.
get 2 per day, not per short
Per
rest.
day at level. Actually, I get one more. At a short rest, I can get up to a 5th level back.
Oh, you have like abilities to get spell slots back and at short rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can get spell spots equal to a.
Rawr.
So I can get like 3.
Same as always.
Oh, you have to
Make it happen.
or a 1 level 5. Okay. Yeah.
42.
But I can't never.
Four.
Unless I'm a wizard.
I don't know if you noticed, but on one of the videos, I actually made your name
It
4D2.
lasted like 1 second.
Josh was.
Oh no, I didn't. 4D2.
So then you're just being a straight up paladin.
18.
That would be fun.
Hits.
There you go. That's way better.
Nice.
Did you do it?
Come on.
Changed my race.
Oh, come on.
21.
fuck yeah.
Hey! And with that, you splice it open.
Oh, thank God, because I missed my first attack.
Yeah.
Alright, that's way better.
And your drow friend is, as he comes out.
Is Siren.
We got you,
That was unpleasant. Alright, we're gonna take a short intermission here.
but fun.
And took plate armor instead of his common
Oh,
magical item, so in the long run, it balances out, right?
It's not like it's some crazy like.
Exactly. It's not gonna break the game.
It's got
Yeah.
it's got a very specific purpose.
So, yes, you're. Oh, that was unexpected, but perhaps we should leave this area.
Perhaps, bro. Perhaps.
You guys are all buddy buddy with the
Well, I
drow.
don't know. I mean, now that all the guys
No,
are dead,
yeah.
should we go
He
investigate it
needs
again?
help. Bro.
If you wish to, I'll stand over by this door, thank you.
Yeah, alright. I'll wait. I'm kind of hurt, so.
I believe this is the old
Bleeding out.
parlor room this way.
I have cure wounds is for people, but they will take up my. They will take up slots.
Get
I
slotty
don't know
with it,
why
Samantha.
it's hurting
Get
me.
slotty.
Get some sluts.
I'll have to. Okay, so I can do cure wounds on the both of you. It's gonna take up 2 of my slots, but yeah, I'll do it. I don't care.
If you want to, yeah.
I'll do it.
That's what you want to do. Yeah.
I'll do it.
I'm down.
I'll do 1 for each of you. I guess I'll do ladies first.
Aw, thanks.
You're welcome. You get a 7.
Woohoo, thank you.
You're welcome. And then I'm gonna do 42. So Andy's gonna get
Lila's out there.
a 7.
My defense, I asked permission if she can come out there.
You
Not
also
thinking
got a
about the door
7.
being open.
Lilac, thank you.
Good girl.
You got a 7.
I will also
Did
say,
you get a 7?
when you
I
were
get a 7?
making
Yeah.
Okay.
healing potions, how much were you selling them to the party? 200?
Do I have it?
Right. So you weren't here that session, but Kavak was making a bunch of potions and whatnot and was selling them to the party members for 200.
How much was it?
It was 1,000, and you get 5 uses for making Bruggen. Right.
Yeah.
So that would equal out to paying out even. Yeah. So do you have some 200 gold that you are willing to cough up for a greater?
I do. Yeah.
So he was selling them when you weren't here. So I will say up to 2 are available if you wish, if you have the gold for it.
Let me double check my gold here.
Not that you have it with you right now.
Oh,
but
well, I got 40 platinum.
That happened.
Oh,
that just happened. So
I
right.
had 100 gold at the time. So
only 100?
Yeah.
At the
Okay.
time, yeah.
So sorry, you
So-
wouldn't have enough. Yeah. It was at the surface, but sorry.
That's okay.
Make it to the session.
Thank you,
No, I'm
Elric.
just kidding. I'm glad your Taekwondo's doing great.
Thank you.
I'm gonna start asking you to escort me to my car. When we leave work, I'm always like, Veronica, walk with me. You have a knife.
I would kill that. I hope that's my deterrent. Don't mess with the guy with the kilt.
Hey, nobody wants to fight the naked guy.
The
Especially
drow
like in this one, yeah. It just
enters into this
there's
room.
No belt attachment, so I just pop it right off. And sometimes it accidentally happens. Oh!
Sure.
Snap, snap. Yeah, I know. I knew if I stretched in that way, I would pop the buttons.
But yeah, the drow enters this room and is like, oh, if you guys wish to rest, I believe the parlor room is fairly safe.
Yeah.
It's up to you if you guys want to enter it, but he enters the room. Again, there's a bunch of furniture, but it's been trashed and broken. There are some hanging lights, though. Beneath the 30-foot-high peaked roof, there's a 20-foot-high lattice work of stone that resembles a giant web. And hanging from that web are silken strands of spider-shaped lanterns containing flickering purple flames. There's a few hanging strands that are without lanterns. There are approximately 6 remaining lanterns, but you could see where there was probably close to a dozen more. About the room are the trappings of a parlor, a shattered crystal dishware, broken ornaments, divians, footstools, end tables, and lanterns torn from the rafters.
A divian?
D-I-V-A-N-S. Divan? I don't know.
Anyone?
Anyone know what that is?
No.
Some kind of furniture.
I'm
I'm gonna guess one of those seats that like wrap around, that have a post like in the middle that's all padded and like the seats actually go all around. That's my guess, but I have no fucking idea what that word means. D-I-V-A-N. Anyways, the black marble floor has silver web-like veins running through it.
So, if you kind of think of the psychiatrist couch.
Oh, okay.
Where it's essentially long and flat with one little headrest on the end.
Instead of a chavan, it's a divan.
There, yeah.
Because it doesn't have 2 sides, it only has 1 side.
Yeah, and it's just that one on the short side that has the other. And then long.
I get it. But this room is dimly lit by the lanterns. If we need to rest, I'm pretty sure this room is safe.
Alright.
I could use a little rest.
Yeah.
I'm curious though.
You look at him and he seems to be about at half health as well. He's patching some wounds and not super happy.
I imagine if he says it's safe, it should be pretty safe.
I would assume too, because he lives here. Kind
Yeah.
of.
We didn't know about skeleton guys.
Yeah, that
Choose
he didn't know
whichever
that,
one you
but
want
I
to
mean, he
make.
kind of knows this place, so.
I feel like those skeleton guys didn't really come around though until I walked up and started
You
poking
got
around
close,
at it.
is what it was, I think.
Maybe if you
I
just leave
think you're
everything
correct.
alone and
You guys keep saying I live here, but remember, this half has been cordoned off for Muriel. I assume the reason everything is destroyed is his fits of rage.
Oh, well, he was really that ragey, huh?
That's what I was like.
Yeah.
He had a really bad case of psoriasis.
That sucks.
Wait.
Just itchy all the time.
Whichever weapon you would want to make that the wording.
yeah, I'm willing to rest if
I'll rest.
You guys want a short rest?
I don't know if that gives me spell slots, but.
It does not, but it allows you to roll hit dice to get HP back.
Okay, we can do that.
you want a short rest?
Yes.
Yes.
I figure this is a decent place to short rest.
Is that what we're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Making sure.
And the short rest goes without issue. You guys can all hit the button, roll whatever dice you want. Let me know when you're ready. Continue. I'm gonna go pee real quick.
And buttons.
And so the four of you, do you have like a loose idea of what you all individually are doing? Or
I'm looking for my brother.
Oh, nice. Good enough.
His name is hold on, I got
What's your name?
Cyric?
Lick.
Cylic.
Cylic.
Cylic. With a K.
Cylic with a K. Eric and Cylic.
Yeah, a little bit. Almost there.
Take little.
Little adjustments.
I'm the younger brother.
Are you also conjurer? or are
8
you-
plus 3.
What are you? Are you doing the con
So
same one as
3
me?
rogue.
Cool.
Invocation?
Yeah.
I know
Which
you
one are
either.
you?
I've been working on
I
it.
should have this one decided. I think it's
So basically you're
that
level 8,
one, but I
and then you
should
get all
also
level 3
do
at the
like
same
more
time.
magic.
But because you have the
Everybody
time-
good on the short rest?
I might do more magic,
I did. I short rested over
which means I don't have the ability to sculpt around people. I hit
My
them.
magical weapon.
You know what you want?
Yeah.
Little less familiar.
What is it?
But I build
The
charges.
Warhammer
Like
of
if I
Warning.
counter this spell, I get charges. And
Warhammer
I
of
can then
Warning. And you're going to
double
be
it with attack
a
spell.
cleric?
Why
I'm not a
isn't that-
fan of the
do I have to click that?
warning. It's not a +1,
No,
right?
it's not.
Correct. It just gives you advantage. Okay.
It
Yes.
just tells, it just, I can't be surprised,
Right.
essentially.
And you have advantage on initiative. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Cool.
Wait, it's not a magic weapon?
It's
It
not a
isn't
+1.
it's
Oh, but it's still a magic weapon.
It is still a
Okay,
magic
so it does count for that.
Correct. It does count for the fact of overcoming resistances. All right, so I'm gonna fast forward a little bit here as you guys are led through some areas which you've already seen. He opens the door outside into a cloud of darkness. You guys cannot see anything, and there is a statue in the middle of this room that should not be gazed upon. So just feel your way through and see me on the other side.
Should not be gazed upon. What happens if we gaze upon
We've
it,
done
sir?
that before.
Terrible things.
What do you mean by terrible things, sir?
It's what the legend has, and if you want to dispel it and gaze upon it, by all means.
I would like not to. Well, I don't want to gaze upon it. How bad?
I think you were here. You were actually affected by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Walls, or you and Oz,
He
Two
got
people.
all like laughing, crying.
and you just fell unconscious.
Oh.
Maybe that's why you don't remember.
Oh, that might be right. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, leads you back through a menagerie of the few people that are here. Your drow escort's like, oh, I remember Tannenbaum and Winterfell and
Or just
Skittles. They were great men. At least we know what happened to them. And then coming through this way, back to like where you guys pretty much started.
I remember.
Yeah. So the laboratory should be through this mirror, the very first mirror that's there in the wall.
The mirrors that we tried to put back together.
Yep. He touches a section of the frame and it swivels and opens up to a hallway
Nice, right?
on the other side.
God, we were so close to figuring that one out. I think we went to the one in the corner.
I think I want to say it was.
Is this the
I
castle?
think we went to the one in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys put together like this mirror here and were fucking with it and touching with it and yeah. But that was the one.
No.
It seemed like it took so much time. It's like, alright, let's just.
You were close to finding it. Yeah.
Oh.
Continues on to another. This is always funny to me when there's like two secret doors to a hallway because the inside there are obviously secret doors,
Then yeah, right.
and you step through to reveal another set. Oops! Oh, too far, too far.
Oh yeah, you can't afford it, Jane.
Quick, avert your hands.
Then yeah, right.
Yeah. Just to the side here, you see a giant statue. Well, this is where Muriel tends to collect and conduct his experiments. So
Good luck.
do what you do. To one side, the giant statue there you see is a giant statue of a loft guard that
Loth is the god.
correct.
Okay.
Loth, the spider queen. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge. The west statue it depicts Loth in her monstrous form. You guys have seen Loth in a couple of different forms. This one is the one where she has the spider body and like the vicious upper half. Sometimes she has the full elven body and it's extremely beautiful, but this is the monster version, the one you see right there. To the west is another set of hallways that goes somewhere.
Okay.
Choose your poison.
14, which is gonna be the highest that you can get.
Wow. I don't. What's on their?
I would say past the statue.
We'll go that
See
way?
the way.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
You guys make your way around the corner to see another big statue. This one depicts Lolth in her other form, the more casual, sexy sort of form.
Ooh, la la.
Sweaters.
La la.
Yeah, she's kissing a scourge as stone spiders crawl across her body. A scourge is like a cat of nine tails, a small whip with a bunch of different.
Spiders climb all over.
God, that's giving me the player.
Oh, this is
I don't
so
like that
beautiful.
I don't like spiders. I'm a arachnophobic girl.
Yes, these ancient wonders have not been gazed upon. Oh,
On the plus side, this is.
be careful.
Jordan, 42.
Up ahead.
Ah!
God damn it.
We gotta talk about a menu!
There's Drow!
Pop up.
Not the killer pop up!
Up ahead, I can see somebody worshipping around an altar of sorts.
Is that what the lighting is?
I was like, would they be
I'm
worried
guessing
to be
There is
Are
some.
they one
Oh,
of you?
yes, there are some braziers in that room that produce an eerie, sort of purple light. So let me move that so you guys can actually see.
Something about spiders and purple.
Even though you're super far back, you guys can see that there's a altar here, and there's 3 like ghost-like visions of some drow individuals who seem to be worshiping, and
Are those part of our we need to exterminate them quest?
could be. So, new players, come choose your minis.
Oh,
The options. Right, so like anything in there is available. Anything in here is available.
I almost want to do the same guy again, just like, look at that here.
I know.
I'll do this guy. He has a book. Was there another guy with a staff?
What race are you, Chris?
Eric Cora?
Oh, you're a bird.
I was
bird.
Yeah, okay.
A bird man.
One of the bird people, okay.
Because I do have somebody with a crossbow.
So can you fly
I'm not a bird person.
and shoot
This guy was kind of.
Nah, choose the bird. Do you have a bird person available?
Yeah.
Oh.
I have
It'll
some
be like
wings.
Wolzira on her broom, but
Yes.
it's gonna be flying.
I guess I'll
with
just have to
wheels.
pick. Yeah, there we go. It's like a little goblin guy, but
But you got wings.
But he has wings.
but he has wings. That's because that's the point.
Where's the guy?
Here's better heroes as well.
If you see a guy with a staff, take him.
Stalactite.
You're a wizard with a staff?
Yes.
I got
Yeah.
what race?
Human.
Huh? Hanging turd.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, the book in one hand.
Oh,
That's cool.
but I think
Oh,
if you found me, I'd probably still want this guy.
Warhammer.
And a paladin, right?
Especially because he's like
The same mini you have as
Rudolph.
I think so.
Yeah, it is.
I
So
think the one
stick with the same mini for you.
It has like a hammer.
I'm an orc.
You're an orc with what class?
So I practice with the
Orc
magic
paladin.
and accidentally turn my horse.
There you go.
That's why I
I
might
think
look
you
like
might
her,
take
but
back
I'm actually the ogre.
Elric's old one.
Alright.
Yeah, it is a hammer.
I think that is a work paladin.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it is.
Oh, you must look like his dad. I'm the younger brother.
It actually is. It's Elric's old guy.
It's
There you go.
Experiment
It used to be
failed.
that one.
I'm Elric now.
Yeah, sorry,
This
it
one
was
can
not
go
my
back.
choice to take it from you.
It was Elric's other choice.
Or Eric's.
Animate
That's
that
actually
guy.
Alistair. That's what I use for Alistair.
Oh, is it? You could have been Alistair.
All right.
Alistair would have appeared and been like, hey.
Look, candy.
So we can decide more like with you guys later, but I just want to sort of fast forward to get you guys introduced. You guys are traveling through all these levels, and like you've heard all these great stories about how hard it is, and you guys are like, "There's fucking nothing here. What the hell is everyone talking about? This is no problem." As you're pretty much breezing your way through, you find Dwemacor, and you get chased around with some crazy halfling girl that turns into a wicked night hag. And you guys are running, and you see an option for a hole in the ground, and you take it.
Hey, we found a hole in the ground.
Yep. So, unfortunately, it's a fall, so you guys all start your journey falling 60 feet, unless any of you have something to do about it.
You didn't?
Oh.
I think I was gonna need it in the first.
You never know what the day brings you.
do, just not prepared.
Yeah, I didn't think I was
Oh, yeah. How many skills did you prepare? You got them all?
So I get like 7 or
I can one-on-one with you guys to like
13.
review what you actually have later, but like I said, I just want to get you guys all introduced. 4, 10.
Can I just fly
I
down?
gotta think of what to do.
Do you have the spell fly?
No, I can fly.
Oh, right,
I'm a
because you're a bird. Yeah, so you don't take it. 22 points of bludgeoning damage as the rest of you land prone on a stone altar where these banshees all of a sudden are like, ah, fresh meats. And let me switch this, and we're all gonna roll initiative. Did you guys get your new characters in the campaign and all that?
I did. Is my guy here on the table? You said.
Yep, everyone's gonna land prone right there, except for the guy who flies. An acrobat, really? You're gonna fly on me?
Oh, yeah.